Japanese-born right-hander, and you look at the numbers, there are his first 2 starts, just 1 unearned run allowed, and he is taking on a Mets team that's looking for hits, looking for runs, and sitting the kind of guy you want to face when you're looking for hits and looking for runs.
Robleski and Yamamoto have shut the Mets down, and now they have to face Ohtani, a 7-pitch pitcher, which is throwing more curveballs and split fingers. So it's going to be a very interesting night for the Mets.
Got to look at that lineup. Mentioned that Lindor homered in last night's game, not just his first home run, his first RBI. And the switch-hitting superstar shortstop has to hope that that is the beginning of something good for him, for the Mets. Table setter up at the top of their lineup will be followed by Luis Robert Jr. and then Brett Beatty, who is playing for Jorge Polanco, who's been mainly DHing because of the tendonitis in his Achilles tendon. You look at Carlos Mendoza, he's got his hands full. Slow start as manager of the Mets, and you know that's when the world descends upon you, and it's up to him to try to keep them positive.
Well, I'll tell you, I've seen him now for 3 years. When they've been at their lowest, he always is the same all the time. And I know that's really important to players on his team.
Chance for Will Smith to say hello to Francisco Lindor. We're glad you're with us tonight. Mets come into this game having lost 7 straight, a record of 7-11, while the Dodgers 13-4. And that ties for the best record out of the gate for a reigning world champion over the last 100 years. So they're picking up where they left off last year. Here's Ohtani, here is Lindor, and there's ball 1.
You mentioned the 7 pitches from Ohtani, but the breaking stuff has been excellent, and I think it's because he's a year removed from rehabbing from his Tommy John surgery.
Lindor with a 1-0 count and swings through it. 1 ball, 1 strike. We get it underway at 7-11 tonight on a 66-degree night at Dodger Stadium.
You know what I love about Ohtani? Full windup. We don't see that much anymore. Most guys have a hybrid windup that looks more like pitching from the stretch.
Here's a 1-1. That goes around the strike zone. Ball 2.
It's very old school. Takes his head and his body offline and then finds the line over the rubber.
A little bit of heat at 98, which is what he averaged in his last start. A start that he said his mechanics were a little bit off. Must be nice to be off with your mechanics and average 98. And he starts his night with a strikeout as Lindor goes down 1 away.
Elevates the fastball a few times. It's going to be really hard to hit this ball up and away like that. If you do hit it, it's probably a pop-up to short, a fly ball to left, weakly hit.
Brings in Luis Robert Jr., who the Mets picked up from the White Sox. Solidified center field. Really good player a few years ago. Hello, up and in. Ball 1, and a guy that when he's right and healthy can be as good as any center fielder in the game. And wow.
Do you guys remember Monday? You guys hit me in the scapula, so a little payment due by Ohtani.
And now back into the strike zone, a ball and a strike.
Old school delivery with an old school method.
You think there was something behind that?
No.
Don't start, Ron.
He just
don't
missed.
Start.
Well, you haven't done a game in a while. I thought maybe you'd take the...
Let's get a brawl. Here's a breaking ball popped up right side, foul ball. Freeman will watch it become a souvenir, strike 2.
You know, when I was a kid and you would listen to professional pitching coaches, they had kind of 2 trains of thought. They would say drop and drive or rock and fire. And Ohtani's more of a rock and fire. You'll watch his shoulders kind of go backwards and forwards as he generates all that velocity.
Here's his 1-2 pitch. Pretty good swing by Robert, fouled away.
Since 1969, hard to be the drop and drive guy with the mound being so low. You know, where would you throw the ball? 50 feet in front of home plate.
That's right.
But you are so right. He is a rock and fire kind of guy.
Line drive into center field, coming to get it. Pages, and he's got it for out number 2. Well, they're hitting. They're pitching, And they've got the best defense to start the season, and what a play by Pages.
First 17 games, this is the best hitter in the major leagues, and he's playing elite defense in center field. Came to the big leagues as a corner outfielder and has made himself into an elite center fielder. There are some outfielders in the Dodger outfield that want to win Gold Gloves.
With 2 out, number 3 hitter is Brett Beatty, and he takes a ball.
Well, Brett Beatty is one of their young players they're really counting on. He's got off to a slow start, hasn't walked yet in the games that they've played, the 18 games they've played.
Right side, Freeman to his right. Ohtani gets over in a 1-2-3 start. Mets go down in order. Dodgers coming up on a beautiful night in LA.
And Doug.
Thank you both for coming in. I'm a bit worried about Doug Jr. I know how important Liberty Mutual is to your family.
They customize car insurance to save people hundreds.
Right. Well, Doug Jr. keeps writing this.
This Junior.
Well, at least he spelled insurance right?
He did not.
Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
In the language of the Mohawk, it was called Tewaaraton. It means the little brother of war. It was played for honor and for life. Today, we call it lacrosse, and we are humbled by its legacy. That's why every year, the Tewaaraton Award, presented by Stiefel, pays the honor forward, celebrating the best of lacrosse and all of lacrosse's best.
Courage, determination, excellence. These are not just Jackie's values. They were a part of America's promise. In every child who dares to dream, in every voice that lifts and inspires others, Jackie lives on. Today we all carry him. In every place where someone dares to belong, Jackie is not just baseball history, he is America's history. We are Jackie Robinson, and we all belong in this game.
You are watching ESPN Baseball, presented by Liberty Mutual Insurance. Bottom of the first inning, the Dodgers are coming to bat. Oral, do you ever get tired of the weather out here in Southern California?
This is absolutely gorgeous.
Tonight, it's not Ohtani leading off. Instead, it's Kyle Tucker leading off, playing right field. Freddie Freeman bats second. Will Smith hits third. Teoscar Hernandez cleans up. Max Muncy has a 3-homer game already this season. Andy Pages, who is leading the world in everything. Dalton Rushing, Hae-Sung Kim, Alex Freeland against the right-hander Clay Holmes. He was a reliever with the Yankees, was a reliever with the Pirates. He's become a starter with the Mets, and he's been a good starter.
He's one of the few elite relievers that has transitioned to be a starter, and he had a full, complete season last year. He's gotten off to a quick start, left his last start, though, with a hamstring strain. We'll keep our eye on it.
It was a left hamstring, but got through the work week okay, and he delivers a pitch that's fouled away by Tucker, strike one.
But the great thing about Holmes is that he is a ground ball machine, 62% ground ball rate with sinkers, sliders, cutters, and a kick change.
Kickball change.
The kickball change.
Here's an 0-1 pitch. Strike two. Pitching's been good for the Mets. You want to look for a bright spot. They're top 10 in all of the major leagues with their team ERA at 3.57. They got a strong start last night from the rookie Nolan McLean. They look for more from the veteran Clay Holmes. That's strike two.
It's going to be interesting against this Dodger lineup because they are very good against the sinking fastball. Average 6th in the major leagues and number 1 in slug. So they have some guys that actually drop the head of the bat and try to get on the plane of that sinker.
0-2 pitch is high.
Kyle Tucker, the Dodgers had a couple of needs in the offseason. They needed some maybe relief help. They went out and got the best reliever in the free agent market, and they needed some outfield help, and they got the best outfielder.
You sound
in the free
bitter.
agent market.
I'm not bitter. Lie. You sound bitter. 1 ball, 2 strikes is fouled into the Mets dugout.
The Mets kind of get what they want as well.
True, but they had their eyes on Tucker, didn't get him. And their closer now is in a Dodger uniform.
And they wanted Diaz to come back as well, certainly.
This is a boost of confidence to have him in the leadoff spot. He has really struggled especially here at home. Had a little bit of a Dodger moment last night with his bleeder over third base to drive in the winning run, but I would think if you ask Kyle, he's like, that's not my moment yet.
Yeah, but I mean, if you're a human being, 4 years, 240, it's around your neck, and trying to fit into a championship team, the count's full.
I think that's the thing that we always tend to overlook. I mean, average annual value, no one's ever had a higher contract, and just trying to get off to a quick start.
It was 0-2, now 3-2, and a fly ball into left center field. Not well hit. Robert to his right, sliding catch, one away.
Robert has been great for the Mets. We know he can be a great player because he has had great years, but you mentioned it, Joe. Injuries have really kind of mitigated his success, but he's been healthy so far, and he's been arguably their best player so far.
Postseason hero Freddie Freeman digs in. A guy with 242 career hits against Mets pitching. Most among active players, and a lot of that because he used to be an Atlanta Brave as he takes ball one high. About as professional as they come. I don't know what that means, but if anybody defines being a big league ball player, doing it the right way, Freeman's at the top of that list for me.
It means he makes every play defensively. He gets every big hit that you need. He'll walk off the opposing team occasionally.
He's a six-tool player. The sixth tool is being able to have good conversations at first base.
I've never heard of that tool.
Here's a 1-1. That can lead to a nice broadcasting career, too. Strike two.
Sean Casey must have had that sixth tool.
Oh, I think you're right.
But it was number one on his list.
Sean was in the box by himself having a conversation.
They call him the mayor. Here's a ground ball right side. It stays to the right of the first base bag. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
One of the highest barrel ratings so far this year. Freddie Freeman, if you look at his numbers, they actually are, he's hitting in bad luck. He has squared up a lot of balls this year and hit them all hard.
Still hitting 257 with his 3 home runs, and he's driven in 14. Trying to get on in front of Will Smith. And he does. Out of the reach of Simeon and into right center field, and Freeman is aboard with 1 out here in the first inning, and Will Smith will stride to the plate.
Your unprofessional hitters would have topped this as a ground ball, but he gets underneath of it and hits that semi-line drive, 1 hopper through the infield. Tough to play in the right spot when they hit it that hard.
He is the league's best or most disciplined hitter. In batting practice, he just works the ball up the middle.
Exit velo at 105.5 on that rocket by Freeman. And ball 1 is high to Will Smith. I think Will Smith is one of the most underrated players in Major League Baseball.
I think I'm right there with you, but I get to see him on a daily basis, and so he's not underrated in my book, but I guess, yes, as the nation and the ESPN audience watches him, he's had his moments with the World Series home run, of course, and that put him on the map. But as far as day in and day out consistency and a heartbeat that is the Dodgers, it is Will Smith.
He's the #1 pick out of Louisville, so they expected him to be a real good player. I don't know if they expect him to be as good as he's come out to be, though.
1-0 pitch. Fly ball into right. Benj, the rookie, is back a few. That's out number 2. Freeman stays put. And that will bring in the cleanup hitter, Teoscar Hernandez.
Teo came in to this year with a goal to win a Gold Glove in switching positions from right field to left field, and also came in much better shape, really wanting to pile up the offensive numbers.
Off to a 296 start here over the first 2.5 weeks. Tops 1 left side, strike 1.
It's good to see Holmes so far. His manager, Carlos Mendoza, said he's really going to keep eyeballs on him to see if his leg was all right. He's responded in a good way here in the first.
Should end the inning. Shallow right center field. Simeon out. Says, I've got it. And he didn't lie. After 1 at Dodger Stadium. Mets, Dodgers, no score.
I'm Boomer Esiason. My mom died from cancer. She was only 37 years old. And that's why having life insurance is so important to me. Ethos lets you get life insurance in minutes, 100% online, no medical exam.
Check your price today at ethos.com.
There's the measurement fee, delivery fee, restocking fee.
And installation.
That's not my department.
With Empire's Home Floor Advantage, we have clear, all-inclusive pricing.
800-588-2300 Empire.
Today. They tell you to optimize, to hack. But what if you were never broken? Armor Colostrum, the first food of life, reawakens your innate brilliance. 400 nutrients, 4 seconds, 1 daily revival.
All right, so that's 1 pair of prescription glasses.
Yep.
Plus anti-reflective lens coating.
Oh.
Award-winning customer service.
That's me.
That's also me.
I see.
And free frame adjustments for life.
And that's included in the...
$95.
Oh.
Welcome to Warby Parker.
Taxes was feeling unwelcome. Now Taxes is an open door, literally, to new TurboTax stores. Meet our experts in person. They're ready to do your taxes for you, so you can walk out with confidence. Now this is Taxes. Intuit TurboTax. Don't wait. File by 4/15.
So this is truly all or nothing at all.
I've always been a suspect, not a prospect.
I always pitched out of fear of failure. I can't fail.
Grew and got stronger and turned out to be a pretty good draft pick.
He's got it, and Hershiser has the record.
Strike 3, ball game over. New York Mets win.
California, here we stay.
Got him looking. Strike 3. Got him. They've done it. It's the impossible dream revisited.
Such an honor to be joined by these two guys. 1988, these two faced each other in the NLCS. Ron Darling, Oral Hershiser, and God, I loved watching you guys pitch, and God, I loved listening to Vin Scully on that tape piece. There was a lot to like for somebody of my age watching that little video piece. I'm so glad you guys agreed to do this tonight.
Well, it's so much fun, and it was interesting to hear Ron talking about he ran from defeat.
Here's Freeman, nice plays. He backed up, 1 pitch, 1 out.
Because so did I.
Oh, you did?
Yes, because you run towards success or you run from defeat. It's both in the same direction. It's just what your motivation is to run in that direction.
The problem was run me down sometimes. That's the problem.
It caught you?
Yeah, every once in a while.
Bo Bichette grounded out on the first pitch to the right side, and Francisco Alvarez, who has really been kind of the lone bright spot in this lineup for the Mets. He leads their team with 4 home runs. He's hitting .283. He's got 4 home runs. He's got 4 RBIs. So that just tells you there's nobody getting on base in front of him. 1 out, nobody on, with Benj, the rookie, on deck. And a strike from Ohtani.
Yeah, the Mets are 27th in on-base percentage so far. Alvarez had a brilliant rookie season. Injuries have cost him the last couple, but they see him as a future superstar.
1 ball, 1 strike.
A little slider near the edge, but no challenge. We'll see some ABS work tonight.
Ohtani spins it home with a 1-1 count and a nasty pitch that Alvarez missed by a foot. Strike 2.
First swing and miss on a breaking ball from Ohtani. The other ones were in the first inning, all on his 4-seam fastball. Looked like a little cheating there.
I love the ABS. It was like catchers, hitters, you can challenge. Pitchers, please stay out of it.
1-2 pitch. There are some teams that, at least I've heard, have a rule. Pitchers, you're not allowed to challenge because they're falling off. They don't get a good look at the pitch.
Their heart's in it.
Their heart's in it. They're the one that threw it. That's strike 3. 2 out.
I got to clear something up. When I said cheating, I meant the hitter cheating on a fastball because Ohtani's fastball is so good, so he started his swing early. Shohei does not cheat at all. He can spin a baseball with nothing on his hand.
Good cleanup. Anytime you say that word,
yeah,
it lights
smart.
up the internet.
It does. Oral Hershiser just said. Ball 1 outside to Carson Benj, and you know we talked about the pressure with a guy like Kyle Tucker and the big contract with this young man who shot through the Mets system. takes a strike over the inside corner. He is just 7 for 49, hitting 143. Does other things really well, plays a good outfield, runs the bases well, but he is struggling to find some consistency at the plate.
Yeah, he's got 5 stolen bases to speak to his speed.
1-1. Good breaking ball, had him frozen, strike 2.
But I think it's harder now to break into the major leagues as a young player than it ever has. They get everything on you, your swing path, what you like, what you don't like, and it gets translated to the pitcher straight away.
Little clunker left side, Muncy, tough play, and got it to end the inning. Muncy charged it, gloved it, and just a 10-pitch inning for Shohei Ohtani. Sun is setting on a beautiful night, Jackie Robinson Day, in baseball and in this country. No score.
Here we go!
On Saturday and Sunday, the biggest WWE event of the year comes to the ESPN app with an ESPN Unlimited plan. WrestleMania, live from Las Vegas.
I am fired up!
And get even more of the best in entertainment by bundling ESPN with Disney Plus and Hulu. Get all the action-packed sports and stories you can handle, including WrestleMania Live, when you bundle Disney Plus, Hulu, and ESPN Unlimited.
We tried everything to get a great yard.
Doing it ourselves.
Different lawn care companies.
But with True Green, we finally got a golf course quality lawn.
That's when the golfers showed up.
Whoa, she's a beaut.
I told ya. So now we get our weekends back.
Did you know it was this kind of tea time?
Everybody knew. Good luck with that.
Our lawn has never looked better.
You playing through?
True Green, the easiest way to get a golf course quality lawn.
Fairways look great.
Sign up now at truegreen.com.
What's up at DQ? Your choice of 2 sauced and tossed chicken strip baskets. It's a full-on flavor adventure with honey barbecue or creamy parm garlic. Hurry in for the sauced and tossed options from DQ. DQ, happy tastes good.
You installed this?
Even had a few screws left over.
If it's important, it's not worth compromising. That's why with Farmers, you can get quality and savings.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
In a world where people may miss a warning signal from their body, one woman.
Hello?
Okay, 2 women are spreading the word.
People with high blood pressure or type 2 diabetes.
Like my mom and you, Chica.
Our kidneys could be sending out an SOS.
About increased risk like heart attack or stroke.
Don't miss the signal. Ask your doctor about a simple urine test called UACR and join our mission.
I just got my permit!
ESPN Baseball is presented by Liberty Mutual. Insurance, only pay for what you need. And in part by Sage, the official finance software partner of Major League Baseball. Bottom of the second, Dodgers coming to the plate. Dodgers won on Monday 4-0 on Justin Wrobleski's 8 shutout innings. They won last night 2-1. No score here tonight, and Muncy takes the ball outside. It'll be followed by Pages, and then the young catcher Dalton Rushing is DHing tonight. Here's a 1-0. And that's going to be challenged. Looked like a strike from up here.
Early challenge. Plenty of the plate. You're ready to umpire from up here, aren't you?
The ABS system is powered by T-Mobile. Home-plate umpire is Edwin Moscoso. The umpires like this thing? Have you talked to them?
I have talked to some. I would say that they don't say too much about it. They certainly, no one wants to be pointed out that they're missing pitches during the game. I'm sure they don't like it.
2 balls and a strike on Muncy, who has hit 4. Fouls it away, strike 2.
They like it when they're right. They get a little I told you so.
That's right.
Catcher's ear.
But they could be wrong because they missed the pitch by 1/10 of an inch.
Exactly.
You know, at 95 miles an hour.
Yep. The human element there
right.
is borderline like unjust.
Here's a 2-2. Muncy hits it to the first baseman, Beatty. To the bag, one away.
You know, it's interesting, Earl. You said that the Dodgers have a lot of hitters who really hit that pitch down in the zone very well. Well, in the first inning, Clay Holmes had 6 changeups out of his 17 pitches. So I think he's tipped his hand on how he's going to try to counter against this really difficult Dodger lineup.
Yeah, Freddie got a hit on a changeup, and off of his changeup so far, Holmes' changeup this year, the league is only 2 for 15. So Freddie bucked the trend.
Swing and a miss by Pages, who is off to an incredible start. See where he is with the batting average. He's tied for 8th in home runs, 1st in RBIs, 1st in hits. Batting with the bases empty, he takes down and in 1 ball, 1 strike. And Earl, he's been working a lot with the virtual reality goggles and been, I guess, tracking pitches from some of the toughest pitchers in the league, like a Paul Skeens.
Right. He will work on the toughest pitchers and really on what is a strike, what is a balls, and tracking them. The other thing that he has done is he is 2 different hitters now. Before 2 strikes, he's a hitter that usually is looking middle in. And with 2 strikes, he's covering everything.
Lindor to his left. 2 out.
Well, it's interesting. Dave Roberts told us before the game that Pages had a chip on his shoulder. He doesn't want to be known as just the catch that happened in World Series. He wants to be out there in the field in postseason. He wants to take his at-bats in the postseason. So that chip on any ball player's shoulder can be a good thing.
It is amazing how all the individuals in the Dodger organization come out of a successful year, back-to-back World Championships, with motivation at the individual level. I mean, I think that shows how they got off to this hot start. They all came in focused, even with, the World Baseball Classic as a distraction, but they were all focused on what they were trying to accomplish in spring.
Dalton Rushing is in the hole, 0-2, and just to further your point, the catch was the bases loaded grab that Pages made in the 9th inning of Game 7, a game that the Dodgers won in 11.
Kike Hernandez playing left field and playing very shallow, and Pages was inserted for defense because of his range. That range paid off.
Rocket by Rushing down the right field line. Dalton Rushing, the young catcher tonight, the DH, has a 2-out double. He can hit.
He's shown that he can handle the low ball, and that's what he got right here. Had a 2-home-run night the other night that really got his year started. Down and under that one, and it was a rocket.
Left the bat at 104. I mean, you're stuck behind Will Smith. He's learning how to catch at the big league level, but he brings up, at least in my mind, is Hae-Sung Kim, who is playing shortstop now for the great Mookie Betts, who is on the IL with an oblique strain, takes a ball outside. Yes, you look at the checking account and the contracts that the Dodgers hand out, but they have drafted well, they develop well, and there's guys in this lineup up and down mixed in with the free agents and other players that they've brought in that makes this team as great as it is. That's a strike, 1-1.
Well, Rushing is going to have a tutorial under Will Smith, and that's about as good as it's going to get, learning from that young catcher.
Dodgers with a chance to take the lead here in the second. A 2-out double by Rushing. Hae-Sung Kim takes up and away 2-1.
Clay Holmes has done some of his best work in his first 3 starts with men on base. 2 for 32 hitters are against him with men on base coming into this start today.
Here's a 2-1. That's well hit into right. Back at the wall. It is gone. 2-0 Dodgers as Kim goes deep to right. Well, Dave Roberts told us he'd be a good matchup tonight for Clay Holmes. And he gets his first home run on that shot to right.
Some of the strongest legs in the Dodger organization when you go to the leg press and what this guy does, and he knew he needed to get it stronger this offseason, and he did.
Big Daddy.
Late swing and a foul by Alex Freeland.
You cannot rest on the Dodgers' second half of their orders. 7, 8, 9, better than any 7, 8, 9 of all of baseball. And at one time, a few days ago, they were 200 points OPS above anybody else.
Strike two.
Oral and I both used to throw sinking fastballs. The high sinker always goes a long way.
Yeah.
Fourth career big league home run for Hae-Sung Kim. His first of the year. And the Dodgers lead 2-0. Oh, 2. And they're going to challenge that. It's called inside or low.
Your previous pitch.
Francisco Alvarez framed it, and let's see. And it was low.
Call is confirmed. New York has one challenge remaining.
That's an example of this 7, 8, 9 of the Dodgers. 2 out, nobody on, and 5 pitches later, it's 2-0. Rushing and Kim, those household names.
Here's a 1-2. Strikeout ends the inning, but again for the Dodgers, and Oral touched on it, the bottom of the order, you can't sleep on it. They get the 2-out double by Dalton Rushing. And then Hae-Sung Kim takes one out to right. And the red hot Dodgers lead the Mets 2-0 after 2.
When I talk to older Americans, they're worried about Social Security. It's something they really count on.
Social Security helps cover what I need. Medicine, groceries, it's a lifeline.
This is money that people have earned, and our country has kept that promise for 90 years.
I hear Social Security may run short of funding in a few years.
AARP will never stop fighting to protect the Social Security payments you earned. Join us.
Here's the pitch. Whoa, he got all of that one. It is out of here. High drive, deep to right field. Back, go!
With boosts and bonuses all season long, FanDuel is your home for home runs. New customers bet $5 and get $250 in bonus bets if you win.
You're feeding my grand dog Blue, right?
Purina One.
The Blue's got deboned chicken, chicken meal, brown rice, oatmeal, barley.
Purina One has chicken, rice flour, corn gluten meal, whole grain corn, chicken byproduct meal.
Let's switch to Blue.
Wearing regular shoes feels this cramped. But Glide Step wide fit, hands-free Skechers slip-ins feel like this. With Skechers slip-ins, just step in, no bending down, no touching my shoes. Try wide fit Skechers slip-ins.
Tonight, the SoFi NBA play-in tournament is only on Prime.
Welcome to the game.
First up, the Magic battle the Sixers.
Fires, counted.
Then, the Warriors take aim at the Clippers.
Flying to the hole.
It's win to get in.
Oh, yes.
As teams take their final shot
Bullseye.
to make the NBA playoffs.
Big finish.
The SoFi NBA play-in tournament. Tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern, only on Prime.
Third inning rolls around here at Dodger Stadium. Hae-Sung Kim with his first home run of the year, playing for the injured Mookie Betts. So a 2-0 ball game, and this Mets team has the bottom three in their order. They're looking for their first base runner. Dodgers pitching. The starters allowed one earned run in this three-game series to this point. Counts 1-1 on Simeon, who's off to a slow start, hitting 188, had a down year last year. 35 years old, hit 230 a year ago with Texas. Strike two.
Shohei leaning on his fastball tonight. First few starts, right around 36% with it. Tonight, over 50.
That is out of play.
You know what's great about pitching is sometimes you come into a game and that fastball is coming out a little different than it did in your last start. And like you said, you just lean on it while you have it.
Fooled him, and strikeout number 3 for Shohei Ohtani. Now time for High Performance, brought to you by Sage.
It's amazing what he can do. They're leaning on his fastball, throwing it right by Lindor, especially up in the strike zone. He's spinning it as good as you've seen, making it look easy to throw a sweeper, then go to the curveball, then go to the split. That 7-pitch mix is almost unjust.
So smooth, I think the scapula bruise is fine.
MJ Melendez is getting his first plate appearance of the season, just up and right into the lineup. And the count 1 ball, 1 strike as we go back to that pitch that got Simeon.
Well, he sped him up with the fastball, and then he made the last pitch look like a fastball, ended up sweeping it away.
Melendez was one of those depth pieces that the Mets had in spring training. Had a tough year in Kansas City. He's been down in AAA. And because of the woes offensively of the Mets, try something different.
They also have recently added Tommy Pham, 38-year-old outfielder who's on deck. Into the gap in left center field. That ball is going to get down and go to the wall. A 1-out double. Welcome to the Mets, where you been all our lives. A double by Melendez, and the Mets are in business here in the 3rd.
Looked like the only hitter in the Mets lineup so far that could catch up to the good fastball from Ohtani.
Well, when you're in the 8-hole and you see what he is leaning on, you start to cheat a little bit, expect it. Mets were 0 for 4 on his fastball with 2 Ks until that swing.
Here is Pham trying to deliver a run or maybe 2 for the Mets here in the 3rd inning. Off the hand, strike 1.
Well, Tommy Pham usually is a left-handed specialist. If there's a left-handed pitcher in the game, he's going to be in the box. But because of the offensive woes of the Mets, they are just getting some veteran leadership in that lineup.
He brings some grit. He's a tough guy. He is kind of a rah-rah, fire up the team type player. He's been around forever. He's bounced around, second time around with the Mets. Came up originally with the Cardinals, but basically you name a team and he's got a jersey with his name on it hanging in a closet somewhere. 0-2 the count. Ball 1.
His first time with the Mets in 23, traded to the Diamondbacks and helped that team on their great run when they made it to the World Series.
That enthusiasm has to have integrity.
Here's a 1-2. What do you mean by that?
Well, it's just got to ring true. It can't be just when he's hot. It can't be just when he's in the lineup. It's got to be constant to be a leader. You can't have your days where he's like, oh, I'm a little depressed or I'm here. You got to be consistent to have that integrity. Then your voice gets heard.
Struck him out on a pitch that was up at 98 miles per hour. 2 down.
98 matches 38 sometimes. When you're 38 years old, sometimes the bat speed starts to slow down. He goes up and in, which gets the young hitters and usually can get some guys that are a little long in the tooth.
But it kind of points out the state of the Mets in that they signed Pham on opening day. He got 5 games in low A ball, didn't even go to AAA Syracuse. They call him up, put him in the lineup, and he just struck out against Ohtani for the 2nd out to bring in Lindor.
It's one of the biggest jumps in baseball to go from A ball to the big leagues and face Ohtani.
Yes. That is hooked down into the corner, foul.
I think when you look at the strikeout of Pham, that final fastball up after 2 breaking balls, is that baseball pitching has become the science of how fast do you throw it, how much can you spin it. But when I watch Ohtani, there's still a lot of that old school setting up pitches, reacting to the hitter's swings.
Well, Lindor was out in front of that last pitch, and now foul tips it, strike 2.
Well, Fastball's in the first at bat, and now he goes to the split finger. And with 7 pitches, and if they're all feeling good in his hand, he can pull the trigger on anything in setting up a hitter.
Able to get out of the way, and a nice block by Smith on ball 1. Lindor is already swung and missed 4 times on pitches from Ohtani in his 2 plate appearances, and he's set up here at 1-2.
Lindor has been a slow starter so far in a Mets uniform. 9 hits in his last 8 games, though, and that big home run last night for him. Maybe he's on his way.
1-2 pitch. Had that hamate bone and the surgery on his left hand. He got back at the end of spring training. And, out of the gate, trying to find it a little bit. 2-2.
That was a good swing there by Lindor. His best of the night.
Pitches in that location this deep in the count, when he's seen some pitches, you're glad you're getting it back, and it's just from the umpire for a foul ball. Some pitchers will actually groan when that pitch is mid-flight.
2-2. Out in front of it. Still 2-2.
You know how it comes out of your hand? Yeah, I want it back, please. And then they foul it off, and you go, oh, thank you.
Both Oral and Ron are pantomiming in the booth what it was like when they tried to get a pitch back, and it just doesn't come back. It flies away. 2-2 again, and a foul back. I would wonder for Ohtani, his first time, as we mentioned, that he's in the lineup, he's pitching, but he's not hitting. What this night feels like. I mean, there've been some little bit of talk about how long it takes him to get ready to get up to the plate when he's pitching, and they dealt with that back in Toronto last postseason when the Dodgers were there last week. It has to feel like a walk in the park as he misses inside, and they're going to challenge. If it's a strike, it's the end of the inning.
Shohei encouraged the challenge with a jump off the mound.
And it missed.
Goal is confirmed. Los Angeles has 1 challenge remaining.
And the count's full.
So far in this young season, no one challenges less than the Dodgers. What do they need to challenge? They're 13-4.
Maybe they'll just take the challenge away from them.
That's right.
3-2 pitch. That's down the right field line and foul again.
Everybody has 7 pitches and throws 3-2 splitters. You did it, Ron.
Oh, I never had 7 pitches. But you throw a lot of 3-2 splitters, especially to Lindor. But what an at-bat he's had so far.
10th pitch of the at-bat coming right here. Another 3-2. Foul back, and he was on that.
Shohei has gotten away with some tough locations in the middle of the plate. A breaking ball there, and the fastball we saw 3 pitches earlier.
Good at bat. What's the result? Struck him out. Chased it. And now 5 strikeouts on the night for Shohei Ohtani. Ended up striking out the side in the 3rd inning. Last pitch. See you later. 2-0 LA.
Are you Marsha?
I am. I am.
Thanks for meeting me here. Usually not an interweb dating guy. Barely ever use this phone computer. Unless it's to bundle my insurance with Liberty.
Oh, same. I hate this thing, but it's true. You can save hundreds bundling with Liberty.
Liberty?
Liberty? Liberty.
Are you hungry?
Mm-hmm.
Let's get some lasagna.
And some cannolis.
Only pay for what you need.
Liberty.
Taxes was so taxing.
Now taxes is so free. Terrible tax, pre-addition only, roughly 37% of filings qualify. Simple form 1040 returns only. Now this is taxes, file for free and get the most money back. Guaranteed.
Don't miss the deadline. File by 4/15.
MLB.tv on ESPN is your home for every out-of-market game, live or on demand. Catch your favorite teams, plus MLB Network and app features like syncing your stats, key plays, bets, and fantasy, all in one place. Sign up now for MLB.tv in the ESPN app.
That time of year when the very best come out to play.
This weekend, greatness demands a stage. Stream WrestleMania 42 on the ESPN app with the ESPN Unlimited plan.
Gangsters, warlords, monsters. They're coming for us.
Are you scared? You should be.
Let's go!
The Mandalorian and Grogu in theaters at IMAX May 22nd.
Along with our producer Andy Jacobson, our director Mike Griffin, and many others, we welcome you back. Bottom of the third inning, Dodger Stadium, 2-0 LA. Top of the order for the Dodgers, Tucker, Freeman, and Will Smith. Against the right-hander Clay Holmes, ball one.
You know what's interesting is that you try to fight this as a pitcher, but when you're out there starting and you're giving up a 2-run bomb and your team hasn't been scoring, there is a part of you that says, that's it. Can't give up any more.
Strike one.
Especially when starting pitchers are called on to go 5 and 6 innings. It's like, do I have that many innings out here where I'm going to give my team a chance to come back?
One pitch. Tucker takes outside. Spent 7 years in Houston. Came up in 2018, did Kyle Tucker. Last year with the Cubs. Hit 266, 22 home runs, 73 RBIs, battled through some injuries. 2 balls, 2 strikes, highly sought after free agent, and he picked the Dodgers.
He's got a pretty unusual swing. In fact, with he and Freeman, he's got the swing is kind of a longer swing, but it's in the strike zone a long time.
This stays fair. And Beatty to the bag, one away.
The swing is not being taught at a lot of camps. That's right.
Number 42.
Sometimes I feel like he's
Freddie Freeman.
At times because it's such a long paddle-like swing. But boy, so effective during his career.
Freeman singled his first time up. Takes a strike from Holmes. Holmes is big, 6'5", 245. He's 33 years old now. Came up with the Pirates back in 2018. Originally a 9th-round pick. Traded to the Yankees, was great in their bullpen. And now, as we've talked about, has made that unusual move from longtime reliever to starter in the big leagues. And he's got Freeman set up at 0-2. Into center field. Robert diving catch for the out. Wow. Holmes loved it. The Mets dugout loved it. And that's one of the reasons why they got him from Chicago.
He has made 3 of 4 of these kind of catches already so far. Such a big athlete. 6'3", 225 pounds, and he can move and catch the ball like that.
That was the last chance to catch that one as low as he got it.
Covered a lot of ground, and now with 2 out and nobody on, Will Smith, who flied to right, takes a strike. That ball was smashed by Freddie Freeman. 108 coming off his bat. Keep the legs healthy, and Robert could have a big year for the Mets. Strike 2. It was 3 years ago in 2023. Luis, talking about his defense, hit 38 home runs, drove in 80, hit 264. Big year. And missed a lot of games last year, battled hamstring injuries 3 different times. Slowed his year. And so because of that, Ron, Carlos Mendoza has said, and this organization has said, they're going to keep an eye on it, not overwork him, and make sure they're aware of how his legs feel.
Well, the Mets training staff is so good. And they've really talked about not having him play more than 3 days in a row, but he's been so good, he's already played 5 days in a row.
Run to win a World Series, and that's what Will Smith can say. And then the job he did with the pitching staff and Yamamoto, who was heroic during that World Series. That was as good a World Series to watch on my couch as anything I've seen in a long time. Here's a 1-2. That's up the middle and a 2-out base hit. Got it right off the end of the bat.
The common narrative when somebody signs a big long-term contract is there's pressure and is he trying too hard. Will Smith signed a 10-year deal, and we have never seen it change his heartbeat, change pressure situations, change what he does to prepare himself and to go out there and be consistent and really elite at this level. And the Dodgers expected for years and years to come.
People tend to forget that he did not start early in the postseason because he was coming back from an injury.
Check swing and able to hold up was Teoscar Hernandez. Well, he's been an Iron Man when you talk about Will Smith.
Length of this lineup.
That's strike two to the man who's number 2 in home runs on this Dodger team since he joined the organization. Batting in the cleanup spot, and Holmes has him at 1-2.
That's a cutter from Clay Holmes, a pitch that he just put in his arsenal this season.
Big right-hander works it home. And well hit into center. It sounded good. Back on the track is Robert to make the catch. Hernandez gave it a ride. Fell short. Still 2-0 after 3.
This is a story about the one. The one who looks to Grainger to make sparks fly. Getting it done right is a craft. It takes experience, the right material, and the right partner like Grainger with a wide range of professional-grade products. For the one, working hard means others can play even harder. Call, click Grainger.com, or stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
When life takes an unexpected turn, but work must go on, being prepared makes all the difference. 4 Patriots gives you backup power where it matters most. Solar generators that are lightweight, portable, and built tough enough to go wherever the job takes you. Go to 4patriots.com to claim your solar generator today.
The MLB app. Yeah, it's got game. This game. These games. All the games. Pre-game, post-game, and everything in between. This is baseball your way, with real-time stats, scores, breaking news, and custom content that hits every time. Because you choose the teams and pick the players you want to follow. So when they catch it on the field, you catch it on the app.
I have active psoriatic arthritis, but want to move with more freedom. So I'm ready to jump in with Skyrizi. Along with clearer skin, Skyrizi helps me move with less joint pain, stiffness, swelling, and fatigue. And it's just 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses.
Don't use if allergic. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and TB. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines.
There's nothing like clearer skin and bed movement, and that means everything. Ask your doctor about Skyrizi.
Back here at Dodger Stadium with Mets manager Carlos Mendoza. You're missing Juan Soto. What's the latest on his progress?
He ran today, took some live at-bats back in New York in Citi Field. He continues to progress well, and the goal is for him to hopefully play at some point during our next homestand.
You've been around teams that have struggled offensively. What do you try to do as manager when this happens?
Stay consistent. You got to stay consistent, stay positive with the guy. They're working. You got to continue to push them, continue to teach them. And yeah, just never panic. Like there's a sense of urgency. We got to keep going.
Carlos, thanks. Joe, back to you.
All right, Buster, thank you. So a little bit of news there as 2 foul balls has Luis Robert Jr. in the hole, 0-2, in that Carlos said that hopefully in the next homestand, let's get Juan Soto back. That would be a welcome sight.
Yeah, I think it's crucial right now that they get him back sooner than later. He had 11 at-bats today to go along with that running.
Year 2 of his big 15-year, $765 million deal. Here's a 1-2 to Robert. Got him. Ohtani, strikeout number 6. And out number 1 here in the 4th.
He has established the fastball, and it is setting up the breaking stuff. And again, he's on the side of the ball, spinning it. That one with a little more downward movement than other breaking balls we've seen. But Shohei has established the up fastball and putting it by the Mets. And now, as he sped him up, we're going to walk him off the plate.
And bring in Brett Beatty. Beatty grounded out. Saw 1 pitch and grounded out his first time up to tie for ball 1.
They worked hard with Beatty in spring training. He played a lot of different positions, came up as a third baseman. He now plays second. He's at first base tonight. He's played some right field as well.
Strike 1.
But like the rest of the Mets, just waiting for his bat to heat up.
And kind of the new version of Jeff McNeil.
There you go.
Waiting in New York is hard.
The hardest part, right?
It's like being in traffic, but people are yelling at you.
1-1 pitch is grounded foul, strike 2.
Well, they do that here as well.
Yeah, it's different. But yeah,
Come to St. Louis, we don't have any traffic.
Oh, I thought you were going to say you have no yelling.
Yeah. Depends on who you are. 2-2. Beatty grounded out that first time. First left-handed batter to try and get on base. Lindor, the switch hitter. Lefties 1 for 26 so far this season against Ohtani coming into this game. And he's allowed just the 1 hit. That was to Melendez, and this is Ohtani. It'll just take it to the bag himself. 2 out.
I mean, it's not many times the pitcher fields the ball and he's faster than anyone else on the field. Just sprints it over there, 1 unassisted. What was interesting before he delivered that pitch, Oral, is he slow played him. He waited till the clock got to 1 before he delivered the ball. Had Beatty kind of cemented into the box.
Breaking ball misses for ball 1. Bichette grounded out his first time. He does have 1 home run as a Met. Did take Ohtani deep in the World Series last year with a 3-run shot in Game 7. He was a Blue Jay, now a New York Met. 2-0 pitch from Ohtani. Chop to the left of Kim. He's homered tonight and makes that play with no issue. Just 1 base runner tonight for the Mets. Bottom of the 4th rolls in. Dodgers bat up 2.
Travelers swear by this one trick. What's up with Mom?
She's been scrolling travel advice for hours. Now she's got influencer brain.
Hashtag paid partner. Mom, you gotta use Kayak. They compare hundreds of sites so you always get your trip right.
Kayak. Got that right.
Mama's back, fam.
We used to do our own lawn, like our neighbor Gary.
Then we got a golf course quality lawn from True Green,
which attracted golfers.
What's this course called again?
The Clocks. The golfers really love our lawn.
So does Gary.
What do you think he's killing with that thing?
this weekend.
True Green.
Hey, you coming, mate?
Trust me, they're pros.
I'm in.
The easiest way to get a golf course quality lawn. Sign up now at truegreen.com.
The DQ Blizzard Double Flip Deal is here. Buy one Blizzard treat and get a second for just 99 cents.
99 cents? That's bananas.
The Blizzard Double Flip Deal. Limited time. Get it in the DQ app.
What causes a curve down
Is it
there?
Peyronie's disease?
Is there somebody I can talk to or help?
I got somebody for that.
I got somebody for that. I got somebody for that.
You guys got somebody for Peyronie's disease?
There's hope for the estimated 1 in 10 men who may have Peyronie's disease, or PD. A urology specialist who treats PD can help you create a plan, including non-surgical options. Find somebody today at goGetSomebody.com.
Philly boy, he always follows his nose. Off toward dinner, he boldly goes, 'cause he knows how to make pasta creamy, how to make it rich, making dishes better. That's his niche. Make it really Philly good.
Well, this April 15th marks Jackie Robinson's historic MLB debut 79 years ago. Robinson's courage and determination in the face of adversity is as much an example now as it ever was. Join baseball in commemorating Jackie Robinson Day and visit MLBtogether.com/42 to learn more. Max Muncy will lead it off for LA and take a ball. I don't know that people realize that for as great a career as Jackie Robinson had, because of segregation and the war, he didn't come up until he was 28. So some of his peak years were lost. He was a world-class athlete at UCLA. He lettered in 4 sports. Just an incredible athlete, man, groundbreaker, you name it. He had it all. And MLB in this country celebrates Jackie Robinson on this day across the game and across the United States.
When I think of Jackie Robinson Day, I think it's our holiest day when you think about it. Baseball is a game of failure and imperfections, and we know that on April 15th, 1947, that was baseball's most perfect day.
Ball and 2 strikes on Muncy, and a little double hit. TC Chen from Max Muncy as we welcome you into the broadcast booth. Say this, we're talking about Jackie Robinson. If you have the chance, go to the Jackie Robinson Museum in New York. It is phenomenal what they did.
Bob Kendrick was here and is still here from the Negro Museum in Kansas City, and his stories and the way he keeps Jackie and all those players alive to this day, and the impact they made, and how good they were on the field, but how much they endured off the field, and how much progress they made off the field for America, not just baseball.
Robinson led the 1947 Dodgers in hits, runs scored, home runs, tied with Pee Wee Reese with 12 in home runs, and stolen bases, and Rookie of the Year, and the Rookie of the Year award named after him. First pitch of ball, Pajes, strike 1.
We can get really romantic about Jackie Robinson Day, but I don't want people to forget what he endured and the stories, and that can bring down a telecast of thinking about the things that he did, but it was radical what he was doing, and it was needed. And without him being as brave as he was to go through the prejudice from teammates, from opposition, from fans, from where he could eat, where they could buy gas, all the different things that he had to go through, and the teammates that supported him, and also Rachel. It's unbelievable to feel so good about what happened, but do not forget how tough he was and how graceful he was through that toughness.
Pajes is hit by the pitch. He will go down to first.
Yeah, he didn't appreciate it. No one appreciates when they get hit with a fastball right in the middle of the back. Oh, that one off the shoulder. But if you're a hitter and you're red hot, your first thought is, they're trying to come up and in to try to stop me from being as hot as I am. A little anger there.
1 on, 1 out for Dalton Rushing, who doubled and scored his first time. Ripped one into the right field corner back in the second. Scored on the home run by Haesung Kim. Strike one. For this young left-handed hitting catcher who is DHing tonight, last 11 plate appearances, 7 for 10 with 5 extra base hits, 3 home runs, and he's been hit by a pitch. Strike two.
I think a couple of those home runs in Toronto were breaking balls that he hit out of the park as well.
That's a big step forward for him because your knowledge of the strike zone was lacking. Trying too hard to continue to make an impression with every at bat, like he could hit a 3-run homer no matter if there's nobody on. And then the spin was getting to him because he came to the big leagues, as you said, with minor leaguers that come up with a reputation and with all the stats of what you were hitting down there in the minors.
Oh-2 pitch. Gets away. And down to second goes Pages. So the wild pitch, runner at second, 1 out. And an RBI chance now for Rushing. Made a little bit easier.
When you get hit and you're on base, the best salve for your injury is scoring against the pitcher that hit you.
Rushing would like to give him that thrill. 1-2 pitch. Strikeout on a good pitch, 2 away. And strikeout number 3 on the night for Clay Holmes.
Good sweeping breaking ball from Clay Holmes underneath the bat.
Haesung Kim with a home run. What a chance he's getting. The injury to Mookie Betts, who, if you don't know it, has made the shift. He did it last year to shortstop. He's on the IL with a strained oblique. Still, it really hasn't done real baseball activities, just trying to move around right now is Mookie Betts. So Kim has a chance to play regularly and trying to make the most of it as he's set up here at 0-2. There's Mookie.
Kim didn't break camp with the team, but was called up when Mookie was down, and he was very impressive in the spring, and it was easy for them to call him up, and he was killing it in AAA.
Freeland made the team over Kim, right?
Yep, they were in a little bit of a contest.
And now they're the double play combo for the world champs. A strikeout ends the inning, and that's Clay Holmes striking out the side. And now hoping for some run support. 5th inning, Dodger Stadium, Mets back, down 2.
I'm actually not sure what any of those signs meant, but I do know all signs point to DraftKings when it comes to live betting on baseball this season. Because every pitch, every swing, every crack of the bat is an opportunity for you to get in on the action. Live props, run totals, money lines, and more. If it happens on the field, you can find it on DraftKings. And right now, new customers can get this exclusive offer. Just download the app and use the promo code when you sign up. Where are my keys?
Put a lime on your to-do list. Corona, La Playa awaits.
I'm feeling more confident about the future after reviewing my choices with Voya. Have you updated your workplace benefits and retirement savings?
No, but I am really going to think about it at some point.
Well, if you evaluate your benefits and investment options together, it can help you make the right choices for today.
That's great. I'd love to think more about that. Maybe next week or even the week after. I don't know, this year.
Don't just think about a strong future. Plan for one with Voya. Plan, invest, protect.
I wonder why they call it a support beam. I don't know, but it tastes load-bearing. Ugh, an organ pro? That's it. I'll never eat here again.
Nope. 1 star. Orkin, the best in pests.
Philly boy, he always follows his nose. Off toward dinner, he boldly goes, 'cause he knows how to make pasta creamy, how to make it rich, making dishes better. That's his niche.
Make it really Philly good.
ESPN is the home of MLB.TV. Stream every out-of-market game live or on demand using the ESPN app. Blackout and other restrictions apply. For more information, go to ESPN.com/MLBTV. 5th inning, Mets bat. Down 2, and they have their catcher Francisco Alvarez with Carson Benj, the rookie, and Marcus Semien, the hitters here in the 5th. 2-0 from Ohtani.
Contact has been light against Ohtani so far. Only 2 balls have left the infield, and we've got the K's that are mounting up at 6.
Trying to unload with a count in his favor. It's 2-1.
The Mets, if they are not able to get a hit in this inning, it'll mean the 3rd straight game here in Los Angeles, where they've only had 1 hit through 5.
2-1 pitch.
Those are some well-located fastballs. You go low and away near the corner, then you go a riser kind of up and in.
Up and in and low and away has worked since like 1900.
Yep.
3-2. Full count pitch. Breaking ball is high, and that is walk number 1 on the night. And the second base runner for the Mets, and maybe that gets something started here in the 5th.
The second half of that scouting report back in the day, up and in, low and away, throw him strikes, but don't walk him.
Alvarez is on, and Benj, who grounded out to 3rd his first time, faces Ohtani and takes ball 1.
Benj hit a home run on opening day against the Pirates. Then things got very tough in the next 6, 7, 8 games. But his at-bats have been much better the last 3 games.
He's had some streaks. Snapped an 0-for-24 streak with a base hit last week. Last Wednesday had a 3-for-33 streak going. He's late on that. 1 ball, 1 strike as he fouls it left side.
In fact, one of the few people to get a hit off Yamamoto yesterday with a base hit in the 8th inning.
When you don't get to Robleski in game 1 and you got Yamamoto and Ohtani coming, it's not a good formula for offense.
There's a strike. You said it early in the ballgame, Oral. There's never been a Japanese-born pitcher to win a Cy Young Award, and Dave Roberts has 2 candidates here in 2026.
And they both want it really bad.
Here comes a 1-2 pitch. That's into left field, and base hit. It's skipped in, and they're going to get the force out at second. So it's 1 on, 1 out as Alvarez is forced out at second base. He thought it might be caught. He was caught in no man's land. And the short hop pickup by Teoscar Hernandez throws into second for the force.
Well, good effort here by Teoscar. He was very aggressive in the first 2 games of this series. He comes up with it, and the base running just falls in here. Good hitting by the young Benj to get this. What was supposed to be a base hit. But Alvarez, in hustling back to first, lost sight of the ball. The second base umpire did not call it a non-catch, but the third base umpire did right away.
So the force out at second. Mendoza just got back to the dugout, came out there to question the play, but it was clearly no catch. And Alvarez was basically standing at first base. on the force out at second. 1 on, 1 out. The batter is Simeon. So you get a base hit in essence, and you don't get a base hit.
Rarely does a ball hit in the air that touches outfield grass that doesn't become a hit.
He was pitching to the 7-4 force out.
First pitch of ball. Now Simeon takes another. Let's go back to the base running of Alvarez.
Yeah, what you have to do here, ball on the line, and he's diving. You have plenty of time to get back. You've got to get out there halfway, stop, and watch, and see what the umpire calls, and proceed once he says that the ball hits some grass.
2-0 pitch here, and Simeon takes ball 3. This is just the third time that Ohtani's had a 3-ball count against any hitter tonight. And it's 3-0 on Simeon with MJ Melendez, who has the only hit tonight for the Mets, on deck. 3-0. 3-1.
The leadoff walk in this inning was Ohtani's first leadoff walk as a Dodger. That's how fundamentally sound he has been from the mound.
That cannot be true.
That's true. You know, Dr. Krajewski has come over from the Dodger broadcast and is helping us out here with ESPN.
Wow. That is first leadoff walk pitching as a Dodger. That is another walk here in the inning. It's been a walk, that weird force out at second, now another walk. And we'll see if Melendez, who doubled in his first at bat as a Met this year into left center field, can do something with this chance.
The other first we mentioned is Ohtani pitching as a Dodger and not hitting. First time ever in a Dodger uniform.
So we don't get the thrill of watching him hit. And by the way, in case anybody's wondering, about Ohtani eventually hitting in this game, it will not happen, according to Dave Roberts. He's going to give him the night off. He got hit in the back of the shoulder, his pitching shoulder, on Monday. Just going to pitch, no hitting tonight, kind of no matter what. 2 on, 1 out, breaking ball, strike 1.
We've seen 98 and now we see 74. Just a 24-mile-an-hour difference.
Go get him.
Melendez doubled his first time and now hooks one into right. Back is Tucker, can't get to it. And it's a ground rule double that will put the Mets on the board. How about MJ Melendez? He's doubled twice, he's driven in a run, and he's cut the Dodgers lead in half here in the 5th.
Tucker got a little bit of a late jump on that, but Melendez got the bat out in front, so he got a lot of contact on this, and it carried more than you usually see here at Dodger Stadium. A one bounce over the wall. 2 doubles. You want to win friends and influence people? MJ Melendez, night number 1.
What a debut as a Met here in this ball game. Just called up. He's doubled twice, and now opportunity for Tommy Pham, who was added this week. Strike 1. Base hit. Mets would likely be leading. Chased it, strike 2.
Veteran leadership right here is about making contact. Dodger infield all the way back. You're brought in to be a veteran leader, to concentrate on the basics of the game, and now with the 0-2 count, making it tougher.
Strikeout on 3 pitches, 2 away. And strikeout number 7 tonight for Ohtani.
You can see Tommy Pham is hot because he didn't come through here. There's a foul tip right into the glove of Will Smith.
Well, now Lindor needing a 2-out hit. Strike 1.
100 miles an hour here in the 5th.
The run that scored here in the 5th inning ends the scoreless streak with regard to earned runs against Ohtani at 33 straight innings. You're safe, Oral. Here's a line drive into left. Hernandez makes the play. He was breathing down your neck. Don't give me that. Don't give me. 59 innings, 33 innings. Come on. That's fine. Just save it for the next inning. Ohtani gets out of the inning. It's 2-1 game.
I was 16 when my father passed away. My dad had one life insurance policy. That's why I was able to go to college. Protect your family with life insurance from Ethos. You can get same-day coverage without ever leaving your home.
Check your price today at ethos.com.
I need products that work just as hard as I do. That's why I choose Pretty Litter, the health monitoring cat litter with advanced odor control. Each lightweight bag lasts up to a month. I suggest you make the switch and see why Pretty Litter is on my list of favorite things.
You're told to optimize, to hack. There's always a promise of a better you. But what if you were never meant to be fixed? Your biology knows how to thrive. It just needs a reminder. Armor Colostrum reawakens that brilliance. 400 nutrients, 4 seconds, 1 daily revival. This time, remember what you're made of.
Steve. Shh, John, they say with Lavazza, you'll become a maestro. Yeah, maestro of coffee. So it has nothing to do with music? It does not. Just coffee. Coffee. Shall I go again? Please don't.
Enjoy the pleasure of a masterfully crafted coffee and feel like an Italian barista at home.
Just don't do my coffee.
Discover Lavazza blends now.
I need that one. That is my G flat.
You don't have to settle for just one delicious dish at Olive Garden. Buy one, take one is here, starting at just $14.99, but only for a limited time. So hurry in and enjoy the favorites you crave today, and take another home for tomorrow.
You're watching ESPN Baseball presented by Liberty Mutual Insurance. Score big on authentic gear at MLBshop.com. From official jerseys and memorabilia to hats and hoodies, we've got the season covered. Scan the QR code or visit MLBshop.com, the official source for your favorite team gear. On this Jackie Robinson day and night here at Dodger Stadium, home of the Dodgers. LA leading 2-1, bottom of the 5th inning, and Alex Freeland takes a strike.
You know, you usually talk about a shutdown inning for a pitcher after your team has taken the lead, but because they haven't been able to score, this feels like a shutdown inning for Clay Holmes. Gotta have it. Gotta have a 0.
Good pitch there, strike 2.
And I think he's feeling a little bit of hope. You know, the 0 goes up there, you're like, oh, here we go again. But 1, it's like, oh, game on.
Number 9 hitter struck out his first time up. Ball 1. Some action now for the Dodgers in their bullpen. Blake Trinan is getting loose. Here's a 1-2. Right at the second baseman, Simeon, 1 away. And back to the top of the order in Kyle Tucker. Well, with Trinan getting ready, I think it could be easy to overlook what Ohtani just did in the top of this inning. He got the strikeout after that double. Lead had been cut in half. He got Lindor on the fly ball to left. Here's one popped up a mile high on the infield, and Beatty in foul ground outside first has it 2 down. Big time pitching from Ohtani, and we'll see if this night is finished or not when the Dodgers take the field in the 6th.
You know, Dave Roberts intimated to us before the game that he was going to really be careful with Ohtani in this game because of a completely rested bullpen.
And the hit by pitch on Monday night. He's not hitting in this game, so would be in line for the win if the Dodgers were to hang on. Freeman takes a strike. By the way, guys, after that double, by J. Melendez, the former Kansas City Royal. Ohtani threw his 4 hardest fastballs of the game, all over 100 miles per hour. 0-2 pitch. Freeman takes the ball.
Dodgers starting pitching in this series, 20 2/3 innings, only 2 runs given up.
But it's just a 1-run game because of the pitching of Clay Holmes. And a 1-2 from Clay is inside.
Mets go on to Chicago from here. They got a day off. No better flight than if you're able to steal one here in Game 3 against the champions.
That is a foul tip. Still 2-2.
It's really remarkable what Clay Holmes has done. Lots of relief pitchers have tried to transition to a starter. Very few are successful. And he had a full season last year where he was one of their best and most effective starters.
It's like in the NFL, you see a lot of corners that transition to safety when they lose a step. They're back a little deeper, they can cover a little bit more ground, but you don't see a lot of safeties who go up the corner. Right. And it's like this guy, Holmes, going from the bullpen in short stints to stretching out in his 30s and really being a starter for the first time ever in the big leagues, and he's been around a while now.
Yeah, since his rookie year. In fact, his first start of his rookie season was against the Dodgers in 2018, all the way back then. But I talked to him, and he said this year he would like to have a little more early contact because of his ground ball rate to keep that pitch count down.
Misses down and in, had a team high 12 wins last year, so the experiment worked. Ended up with 165 innings pitched, and that's how his career has gone. Strictly a reliever up until last year after that early work as a Pittsburgh Pirate.
That road usually goes the opposite direction. Starters to become closers. You think about Righetti, Eckersley, Smoltz. Even Eric Gagne wore the Dodger uniform, was a failed starter before he was the man.
Freeman hit that ball behind him.
I threw a pitch once in St. Louis that Mike Lago.
Oh yeah, I was there that night.
Hit out of the stadium.
Out of the stadium over
Very
the roof.
similar to that.
You threw that pitch?
I did throw that pitch.
There you go, Trivial Pursuit. It's the only ball that ever left that ballpark. Here's a pitch down and in for a 2-out walk to Freeman. Mike Lago, left-handed, big left-handed hitting first baseman for the Cardinals.
I mean, I know he had tons of home runs in the minor leagues, and was stopped from being in that position because you guys had a number 37 that you traded to the Mets, Keith Hernandez.
Yeah, he was pretty good.
Yeah, he was pretty good.
You think Keith is watching this game?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, we wish him well because he just had back surgery yesterday. So Keith, get better, because if you don't, then I'm doing all the games. Please.
Yeah, I heard you want your workload to stay where it's at.
That's right. We're trying to suppress it.
Keith was so nice that he didn't tell me this when we were playing, of course, but he said, if you'd have thrown more fastballs into me, you would have been a lot tougher to hit. I'm like, thanks a lot for telling me when I'm 50 years old.
That's right.
A 2-out walk to Freeman, and Will Smith will step to the plate. Try to make Clay Holmes pay for that. It was an 11-pitch walk. Freeman on base for the second time tonight. Good pitch, jams Smith a bit, strike one. Well, if this guy is an underrated catcher and player, his manager, Dave Roberts, is the most underrated manager I think I've maybe ever covered. And people just go, oh, well, they're payroll. Okay, yeah, it doesn't work that way. This guy is a leader of men and somebody who has done a phenomenal job. He's won one Manager of the Year award while this Dodger team every year is in the postseason, and he is the guy getting them there. That is caught by Lindor. And we'll go to the 6th. Will the Dodgers go to their bullpen? Cliffhanger. You'll find out when we come back. Go on.
And Doug.
Thank you both for coming in. I'm a bit worried about Doug Jr. I know how important Liberty Mutual is to your family.
They customize car insurance to save people hundreds.
Right. Well, Doug Jr. keeps writing this.
Douglas Jr.
Well, at least he spelled insurance right?
He did not.
Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
The key to being rich, it's knowing what counts. Like spending time with family. Our financial advisors help clients find their rich and build financial plans to help them get there. Let's find your rich. Edward Jones.
I know what I'm doing. I know how horrific it is. Whenever I taste the Cinnadust, I know I'd do it all again. Must Cinnadust.
Taxes was feeling unwelcome. Now Taxes is an open door, literally, to new TurboTax stores. Meet our experts in person. They're ready to do your taxes for you, so you can walk out with confidence. Now this is Taxes. Intuit TurboTax. Don't wait. File by 4/15.
Baseball and community go hand in hand. And with Pitch, Hit, and Run, you can make a lasting impact. Register to showcase the foundational skills of young athletes from your local community in the official youth skills competition of Major League Baseball, known as Pitch, Hit, and Run. Make an impact today. Pitch, Hit, and Run. Scan the QR code to sign up and host an event.
Well, there he is. The four-time MVP is back for another inning. And we look at some of his night.
Playing a little 4D chest on the 3-2 pitch. Doesn't lift his leg and kind of slide steps and gets Lindor. Then he took the clock all the way down to 1 second. And then with the comebacker, the fastest guy in the field.
Swing and a miss on high heat to Luis Robert, who is 0 for 2 tonight. Made a diving catch out in center field for one of the highlights of the evening. The 0-1 pitch from Ohtani is fouled away, strike 2, with Trinan still up for the Dodgers in their bullpen. You would have to guess, just in case something gets going.
Blake is throwing in earnest down there. It is not just exercise or kind of watching the game. He is getting ready for a specific hitter, I think.
0-2 pitch outside. Ohtani walked 2 last inning. He's given up 2 hits, both doubles to MJ Melendez in his first night with the Mets. Strikeout starts the inning, and that's number 8 on the night for Ohtani. And in this one-run game, Brett Beatty will hit as we look at the strikeout pitch.
We have seen the elevated fastball and its effectiveness tonight against these Mets. He has not backed down from that pitch at all.
18 swings and misses. His new Dodger high for Ohtani.
That misses for ball 1. Beatty has grounded out twice. Left-handers with very little success before tonight against Ohtani, but we've seen Melendez with the only 2 hits from the left side, a pair of doubles and an RBI. 2-0 on Beatty. 2-1. And there it is. Melendez has been the offense for New York. Beatty on 2-1. Tried to hold up, couldn't. Strike 2.
In this game of the most velocity the game has ever had, very rarely see a 2-1 or 2-0 fastball.
I love the fact that he's mixing his pitches. That the foundational pitch is the four-seam fastball, but he is not afraid to pull the trigger on anything else.
Pretty good battle here with Beatty.
The first splitter, his arm kind of dropped a little bit. It was a little flatter, Oral.
With one out, 2-2 pitch. Back-to-back strikeouts.
Down all the way to 72 miles an hour. He's gone over 100 and now down as low as 72 with this slow curveball.
Third baseman, Bo Bichette.
It's he has 7 pitches. It feels like he's making up more.
Pitch number 93 on the night. Strike one on Bichette.
A little bit like Yu Darvish in his prime.
That was more of a challenge for the catcher when there's no pitch count.
For sure.
Is he going to strike out the side here in the 6th? Bichette, big free agent. After the Mets did not land Kyle Tucker, they shifted. Went with Bichette, then he shifted. Now he plays third base. Longtime big league shortstop. Second base last year with his bad knee. Ohtani strikes out the side. Dodgers keep rolling. Mets still struggling. And the bottom of the 6th inning and Dodger Stadium rolls in. Ohtani doing his thing. 2-1 LA.
If it hurts you to watch this, you'll want to hear this. The eczema medication you're taking may not be right for you. Visit myrawtruth.com and talk to your dermatologist about your symptoms and treatment options.
We tried everything to get a great yard.
Doing it ourselves.
Different lawn care companies.
But with True Green, we finally got a golf course quality lawn.
Which attracted golfers.
Morning.
Who needs a warm-up?
And because True Green's doing the work, we get to have more fun.
Please don't post that.
Too late.
They don't have grass this thick in Australia.
They're fun to have around.
True Green, the easiest way to get a golf course quality lawn.
Where are we playing next?
Sign up now at truegreen.com.
At Ace, we know not all paint is created equal. So to do it right, start with exceptional paint that's designed to last. Only Ace has this collection of premium brands like Benjamin Moore, Magnolia Home by Joanna Gaines, and Clark & Kensington. And your local Ace has premium service and quality paint that stand up to the test of time. With gallons of paint like Royal, starting at only $29.99. And right now, get 20% off gallons of select Benjamin Moore interior paint.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Since the dawn of time, man has been plagued by itch and irritation from not wiping clean. What man didn't realize is that wetter cleans better. See how Wet Dude Wipes completely clears while Dry TP smears? Ditch the itch and switch to Wet Extra Large Dude Wipes for the best clean, pants down.
The DQ Blizzard Double Flip Deal is here. Buy one Blizzard treat and get a second for just 99 cents.
99 cents? That's bananas.
1, 2, 3, we got a DQ flavor, Savannah Bud.
The Blizzard Double Flip Deal. Limited time. Get it in the DQ app.
Well, this man has been absolutely dominant here tonight. He has rung up 10 strikeouts, just struck out the side here in the 6th inning. Plays this game with such a joy. I think he's a guy, Oral and Ron, that gets the big picture. I remember the last All-Star game I did. I met him for the first time in Colorado, in Denver, at the All-Star game. He'd been doing everything for the Angels that entire first half. He said yes to the home run derby. You thought, man, what more does this guy have? And then there he is in the All-Star game pitching and doing his thing. I think he gets the big picture and knows what he is doing. It's never been done. Everybody said, oh, well, it hadn't been done since Babe Ruth. No. Babe Ruth did not do what Ohtani is doing. Here's a shot to right. Back at the wall. It is gone. Alvarez. Teoscar Hernandez has now made it A 3-1 ball game. How about that jump the opposite way off the bat of Teoscar Hernandez, his 4th of the year, and that's how Tobias Myers, the new pitcher for the Mets, is greeted with a shot that skips out of here into right.
It happened so quickly we weren't even able to welcome Myers in, but Teoscar did.
There's opposite field power, and then there's right-handers that hit the ball to right field like left-handers.
It sounded so good off the bat. Myers, first guy he faces, and it's back to a 2-run game. It's 3-1. Muncy now comes up empty, and they count 0-2. Myers, kind of that middle guy, Ron, that they picked up, former Milwaukee Brewer. He's stretched out. He can give you innings. He backs up Holmes, who was really good again here tonight, but it's not enough to this point.
Fastball away, and you're right, to have that kind of power. He's got power to all fields. Talking about home run derbies.
Here is Simeon to his right. And that is out number 1 of the inning.
The difference between oppo power that the hitter slices the ball out compared to backspinning the ball out to the opposite field. That's what Teo does right here. This ball has got backspin on it, a little side spin, but it doesn't all of a sudden start curving to the right field line. So that creates a lot more carry.
Second home run of the night by the Dodgers, and now a big swing by Pages for strike 1. Andy with 5 home runs on the young season. He is looking for his first hit of the night, leading the big leagues in hits coming in. 1 on, or rather 1 in, 1 out here in the 6th inning. Base hit. He's been a machine. And all that hard work is paying off for Pages.
He gets plunked in the last at bat, and he takes some of that venom and puts it into this swing. But this swing has been consistent since day 1 this year. He has really learned to cut the plate in halves. He's learned to pick on the high ball or the low ball. And then with 2 strikes, he's understanding how to protect and go to the opposite field.
Dalton rushing at the plate. The DH has doubled and struck out.
You know, last thing on Pages, you're only as good as the pitches you swing at, right? And he has reduced his swing and miss by chasing less out of the strike zone.
Big lead over at first base, and that draws the attention of Tobias Myers, who steps off. Outside, 2-0.
This is a very powerful Dodger team. You get it from the top of the order, you get it from the bottom of the order.
And a team that is undefeated 7-0 when they hit 2 or more home runs in a ball game. They've got 2 tonight. 1 on, 1 out. 2-0 pitch is fouled right side. Off the netting in front of the Mets dugout. 2-1.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think the Dodgers have lost to a National League team yet. Their losses have come to American League clubs.
And the only series they've lost is against the Guardians.
The 2-1 pitch is hit down the left field line toward the corner and foul.
Dalton Rushing almost took a page out of Freddie Freeman's book. Boy, does he get a lot of slicing doubles down the left field line.
It's been a story this season for the Dodgers at the bottom 4 in their lineup. Across all other teams in the major leagues, has been that productive with an OPS of 894 from the bottom 4 spots in their order. And then you add to that with the firepower they got at the top and in the middle. Nice catch by Beatty as he goes up to grab that throw over by Myers. I mean, it's a long, deep lineup right now. Here's a 2-2. Runner goes. Paez in. There's no throw down. It'll be a stolen base, and for Andy, that's his third of the year. A strikeout for out number 2 in the inning. And the batter will be Hae-Sung Kim.
Well, Alvarez, in the exchange, trying to get rid of it so quickly, lost it. But caught it back to finish off the strikeout.
Runner at second, 2 out. Kim takes a strike. Home plate umpire Edwin Moscoso indicated that was a foul tip that Alvarez hung on to and then couldn't corral it to throw down. Ball 1.
Joe, I love your comment that this Dodger lineup has great depth. Without Mookie Betts, without Tommy Edman, they're going to join this team at some point.
Here's a 1-1. And then for the rest of the league, today before the ball game, 2 innings worth. He's going to do it again on Monday. There he is, right in the middle. 2-time Cy Young Award winner, Blake Snell.
Eating seeds, but threw seeds this afternoon. He was in the mid-90s.
Here's the strikeout to end the inning. And it's just the 1 run on the leadoff home run by Teoscar Hernandez. His 4th of the year. Dodgers back up by 2.
You're told to optimize, to hack. There's always a promise of a better you. But what if you were never meant to be fixed? Your biology knows how to thrive. It just needs a reminder. Armor Colostrum reawakens that brilliance. 400 nutrients, 4 seconds, 1 daily revival. This time, remember what you're made of.
Some men just have it. It's not the car, the places he goes, or the moments he creates for her. It's the way he carries himself, the way he shows up, and doesn't need to say a word. She can sense it. It's not second guessing. It's knowing. I've arrived. Collars & Co. Presence starts here. Get 20% off today using code TV at collarsandco.com.
Hello?
Hi there. This is Regional Power and Utility. We're calling you about an outstanding balance.
I thought I paid that.
You're scheduled for immediate shutoff unless it's resolved today. But I can help you make a payment right now.
Not today. Nice try.
Spot the red flags so you can protect yourself from fraud with the AARP Fraud Watch Network. I promise to love you, to feed you the food you deserve.
Blue Buffalo started with a promise to feed our dog Blue the highest quality ingredients, and it lives on in every bowl you fill.
I promise to be your best friend forever.
The credit ought to go to the people in the stands, because as I pointed out earlier, the only thing they want is that their ball players go out and win for their particular city. They have tremendous pride in the fact that the St. Louis Cardinals are representing St. Louis, and if they can win, the fans are the ones that get the biggest kick out of it. So therefore, I think it's the fans that have been as much responsible for it as anything else. They have really accepted this particular thing, and I think people seeing the way baseball has done, the job that it has done, they feel it can be done in other areas also.
My dad had the honor of interviewing Jackie Robinson. That was back in 1962 when he came through St. Louis and KMOX radio talking about the fans. As we celebrate the legacy of the great Jackie Robinson here all day tonight, home of the Dodgers taking on the Mets, a team that when baseball brought the National League back to New York, took the colors of the Giants and the Dodgers, who had been in New York, to combine for the colors of the Mets. So apropos that they would be here tonight. 79 years ago, Jackie Robinson broke the color barrier in baseball. As we go into the 7th inning, Blake Trinan takes over on the mound for Shohei Ohtani. Trinan stayed away from that. And Alex Freeland makes the play. 1 out.
You just couldn't fit Metropolitans across the chest?
You know, when I first got traded to the Mets, I was originally with the Texas Rangers. I got traded. I got the call that I'd just been traded to the Metropolitans. I didn't know what they were talking about. I knew the Mets, but I didn't know the Mets were short for Metropolitans.
With one out, nobody on, the batter is Carson Benj. And I guess at some point you just got to kind of laugh. If you're Benj, you're looking for hits. He hit a line drive into left that was caught on a short hop by Teoscar Hernandez his last time up, and it led to a force out at second base as Alvarez went back to the bag at first. So as it turns out, no hit. He's 0 for 2. And it's a 1-1 count here.
They will not be sitting next to each other on the plane home.
No shared dinners in Chicago?
No.
Here's a 1-1. Well hit into left field. Back on the run. It is over the head of Hernandez. And Benj has got a one-out double here in the 7th. That ball jumped, and he just showed how strong he is.
It tells you a little bit about the insides of this young man. After not getting that base hit in his last at-bat, sticking his nose in there and hitting a laser beam to left center field. He's got all the talent. The power's going to come. He's incredibly fast. He's got maybe one of the best outfield arms in the game. The hits are going to come.
Could very well have 2 tonight. Instead, he's got a one-out double here, and the batter is Marcus Semien, who's 0 for 1 with a strikeout and a walk. Chops it off the plate. Muncy charges, gloves, throws, got him, 2 away.
We've spent a lot of time tonight talking about how great the 7, 8, 9 hitters have been for the Dodgers. It's been really the opposite story for the Mets this season. Although Melendez's 2 doubles are the biggest part of the offense.
Well, if he can find his 3rd hit, it's a 1-run game again. Doubled into left center, doubled into the right field corner. Takes the ball down and in from Trinan.
Trinan got a huge out in last night's game when Yamamoto tired. He came in and struck out Luis Robert Jr. to get out of a jam.
1-0 pitch, in for a strike.
Dodger bullpen will only have to cover, or has only covered in the first 2 games, 2 1/3 innings. And tonight they're going to have to cover 3, so they are well rested.
Runner at 3rd, Benj, 2 out, strike 2.
Unlike last night, though, Edwin Diaz threw a bullpen session, so Alex Vesia closed the game and got the save. Gonna see Diaz probably tonight against his old team.
Trinan brings it on 1 and 2, and it skips in for ball 2.
So you're saying they might be polishing the trumpets?
Yes.
Will we hear that tonight? 7th inning, 2-run ball game. Runner at 3rd, 2 out. 2-2. Full count. Mets tonight 1 for 6 with the runners in scoring position. The man at the plate is the only guy to deliver.
I'm expecting a breaking ball with how he's pitched him.
Pham on deck, 3-2 pitch. He got it, and he struck him out. Good strong inning from Blake Trinan. Gets around the 1-out double by Benj. Time to stretch. Dodgers up 3-1.
100 years ago, no one would insure cars for military members. So they did it themselves. A group of 25 soldiers backed each other. A century later, and we're still serving the military and their families. Not just because it's the right thing to do. It's in our DNA. Those values our founders shared: honor, service, loyalty, integrity. Those are the things we live by, and why our members know we'll be there. USAA, taking care of our own.
Dear America, at JP Morgan Chase, we believe the greatest investment we've ever made is in you. So now through our Security and Resiliency Initiative, we're putting $1.5 trillion and to helping strengthen the energy grids and supply chains that drive ambition, the manufacturing that builds legacy, the AI and quantum computing that creates progress, and the defense and cybersecurity that protects it all. Because we know when we invest in America, the returns are limitless.
We tried everything to get a great yard.
Doing it ourselves?
Different lawn care companies.
But with True Green, we finally got a golf course quality lawn.
That's when the golfers showed up.
Whoa, she's a beaut.
I told ya. So now we get our weekends back.
Did you know it was this kind of tea time?
Everybody knew. Good luck with that.
Our lawn has never looked better.
You playing through?
True Green, the easiest way to get a golf course quality lawn.
Fairways look great.
Sign up now at truegreen.com.
The curse is real.
That's a mummification ritual. Begin.
This Friday. Can you escape?
Don't worry, it's fun to be dead.
Lee Cronin's The Mummy. Rated R.
I never thought this would happen.
When disaster takes control of your life,
We got you.
get it back with a single call to the team that shows up fast to make things right. Serve Pro, like it never even happened.
You're watching ESPN Baseball presented by Liberty Mutual Insurance. MLB Together is baseball's platform embodying the sport's commitment to philanthropic causes and mental wellness efforts by teams, players, and the league. To learn more, scan the QR code or visit MLBtogether.com. Second inning of work for Tobias Myers. And he fires a strike into the number 9 hitter, Alex Freeland, who's 0 for 2 tonight. 3-1, bottom of the 7th. Dodgers trying to sweep.
Well, Tobias Myers was the lesser half that they received from Milwaukee. They got one of their best starting pitchers in Freddie Peralta. The Mets cover innings when their starters don't go deep with Tobias Myers and Sean Manaea. And they'll come in and sometimes finish the ball game even though the starter went 5 innings.
And for a while they were toying with a 6-man rotation, but that really hasn't come to fruition yet.
Their starting pitching has been fine. Good, Sean.
Here's a 1-2 pitch. Freeland able to lay off.
Tobias has that Iron Mike kind of delivery, straight over the top with a breaking ball and a split change.
Freeland leading off, chops one to the right side foul.
The pitching that the Mets have gotten has got to give them some hope that when they get healthy, they're going to start getting some runs. Bad offense is usually a long night. Bad pitching is a long year. And so they've got a chance to turn this around with the pitching and the quality of it.
Here's a 2-2. Skips in, full count. Well, right now it's up to Myers to keep this a 2-run game.
That's a long few nights.
Yeah. That is hard to believe. That is off Myers for a base hit.
I think he hit it harder than it came in. That was a bullet.
Well, most pitchers follow through in a position and not a fielding position. So Myers very vulnerable to this bat that catches him in the leg.
I mean, that caught him flush on the back of the leg. And he's acting like it didn't hit him.
Well, I'll just tell you, when you're on the mound and you got this line drive off your body as a pitcher, you have to pretend it didn't hurt. You can't give the hitter the benefit that he might have hurt you, even though you're dying inside.
Yeah, I mean, Myers barely flinched. And back to the top of the order, and Kyle Tucker, who's 0 for 3. That is ripped into right, and Benj is there for out number 1. Hardest hit ball of the night by far for Kyle Tucker, 1 out.
Craving more baseball? Just tell Siri, show me today's MLB schedule.
Benj was there. Tucker hit that ball at over 107 miles per hour. And here's Freeman. By the way, you were right on that ball that left the bat of Freeland and hit the leg of Tobias Myers. It came in at 93.4. It went out at 94.3. 1-0 pitch to Freddie Freeman. 2-0.
So that didn't even qualify as a hard hit ball. Got to get to 95.
Ask Myers that.
Yes, exactly.
Two-0 pitch. 3-0.
Green light for sure.
Singled sharply his first time, line to center his neck, walked in the fifth. And on 3-0, skies one into center for Luis Robert Jr. 2-0. Boy, that's got to feel good as a pitcher. You run the count 3-0 on Freeman. He's got the green light and he gets under one.
I don't know about you, Ron, but I liked it when they swung 3-0.
I agree. Get me off the hook. I'm looking at a walk here.
It's like I dug myself in this hole. The hitter might get me out in one pitch.
Here's Will Smith. One hit tonight, chops one to third. Bichette looked good. No problem for Bone. New position in 2026. Let's go to the eighth here at Dodger Stadium. 3-1 LA.
Are you Marcia?
I am. I am.
Thanks for meeting me here. Usually not an interweb dating guy. Barely ever use this phone computer. Unless it's to bundle my insurance with Liberty Bibbity.
Oh, same. I hate this thing, but it's true. You can save hundreds bundling with Bibbity.
Bibbity?
Bibbity?
Bibbity.
Bibbity.
Are you hungry?
Mm-hmm.
Let's get some lasagna.
And some pinneroof.
Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
I'm feeling more confident about the future after reviewing my choices with Voya. Have you updated your workplace benefits and retirement savings?
No, but I am really going to think about it at some point.
Don't just think about a strong future. Plan for one with Voya. Plan, invest, protect.
Lime in, clock out. Corona, La Playa awaits. Look closely. When every line is considered, every detail refined, when design and performance come together as one, all you see is everything you want. The Dell XPS.
You want it so bad, go get it, I dare ya.
Never run from what I'm faced with. Came out the basement, young, strong, and courageous. That's how I made it.
Rated E for everyone.
ESPN Baseball presented by Liberty Mutual Insurance. Only pay for what you need. Dodgers getting exactly what they needed out of that man. Shohei Ohtani, who went 6, allowed a run on 2 hits, struck out 10 through 95 pitches. And now Tanner Scott is the new pitcher after Trinan went a scoreless 7th. 8th inning, and Tommy Pham leads it off. Strike one.
Now you'll see fastballs to both sides of the plate, throwing his breaking ball for strikes a lot more often compared to last year when Tanner Scott had a rough one.
Chopped off the plate. Tough play for Muncy. Gloves got it.
Muncy's had 3 of those plays in this game tonight and has been flawless in each.
Showed up to spring training, had lost some weight. A guy that they really rescued out of the A's organization, was on the street reclamation project. They rewarded him in the spring with a contract extension, and he's been a clutch player for this Dodgers team ever since he got to LA. Back to the top, and Francisco Lindor, strike one. Lindor, after homering last night for his first of the year, 0 for 3 tonight, and happy that Ohtani is no longer out there. Here's a 1-1. Strikes it.
The 1-1 breaking ball from a short reliever is showing that he has confidence in that pitch. No pitcher wants to go to 2-1 and think, oh, I'm going to have a tough time landing this pitch, but he's got confidence in that breaking ball now.
From short, it's Kim. Had to hurry and got his man. Good play. Esson Kim to his right. No margin for error, and delivered a strike.
You know, they always talk about speed on offense. Speed works on defense as well, when you're able to get the ball as quick as Kim did there and finish the play on the speedy Lindor.
Got it by a step, 2 out. And Luis Robert Jr. takes the ball. Again, if the situation presents itself, meaning if the score were to stay as is or stay a 3-run game, diving stop, Kim, what a play! Oh! One to his right, and then one to his left. And the one to his left was sensational. Take it, Robert. What a play. Dodgers by 2, bottom of the 8th.
Great work starts with a great workspace. That was the idea behind the original Veridesk, and it's the inspiration behind everything we do. From our latest standing desks and ergonomic seating to free shipping and fast assembly. We create a workspace that works for you, so you can feel your best and do your best. Start your office upgrade today.
When life takes an unexpected turn, but work must go on, being prepared makes all the difference. 4 Patriots gives you backup power where it matters most. Solar generators that are lightweight, portable, and built tough enough to go wherever the job takes you. Go to 4patriots.com to claim your solar generator today.
What's up at DQ? Your choice of 2 sauced and tossed chicken strip baskets. It's a full-on flavor adventure with honey barbecue or creamy parm garlic. Hurry in for the sauced and tossed options from DQ. DQ, happy tastes good.
Each season, a select few rise above, setting new standards and elevating the game. Stifel is proud to present the Tewaaraton Award.
This copyrighted telecast is presented by authority of the Office of the Commissioner of Baseball and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without express written consent.
Being ready for the Dodgers. Left fielder number 42, Oscar Hernandez.
Go to playball.org and follow @playball on X, Facebook, and Instagram. Devin Williams is on the mound. Third pitcher of the ball game for the Mets. 4, 5, and 6 for LA. That means Hernandez, Muncy, and Pages. That is down. 1 ball, 1 strike. The numbers for Devin Williams.
No runs allowed so far. Just the opposite of his start for the other New York team, the Yankees, last season.
Williams hasn't pitched since the 7th of April. When you're the closer on a team that's not getting leads, they're going to get a challenge here on that pitch by the Mets. And it was worth 1.
New York became the challenge.
Tailing action brought it right back to the edge of the plate. Good late movement.
And instead of 2-1, it's 1-2. Hernandez homered into right his last time up. 2-2.
One of the things I've seen from Williams is that he's been using his fastball more. He's got that great airbender he calls it, one of the most unique pitches in the game. Really works like a screwball.
Full count. There is the former closer of the Mets, Edwin Diaz, getting loose here in the bottom of the 8th. 3-2 pitch. We'll do it again. Williams wants a new ball.
You pitched with a guy that had one of the great screwballs, the late great Freddie, Fernando Valenzuela.
It was taught to him by Bobby Castillo when he was in the minor leagues, and it vaulted his career.
3-2 again, reaching for it. Lindor has to back up. Safe! Hernandez with an infield hit, hustling out of the box.
I mean, the hustle you love to see from Hernandez. Steals himself a hit. Lindor was confused from the second this ball was on the ground. He needed to charge it. He stayed back on it. And because Hernandez was hustling, the base hit.
Muncy will be the hitter. Oh for 3 in this ball game. Ball 1 gets away from Devin Williams.
I would think that he's going to try and speed him up with the fastball, but not give it to him for a strike, and then trying to get him to roll over with the changeup. Looking for a pair.
Two 2-0.
You're always a little worried. Your closer is used to pitching the 9th inning with a lead. They're adrenaline junkies by nature, and when they come in these situations, it doesn't always feel the same.
2-0 pitch here. 3-0.
Just make it clap.
Well, the Mets, who have lost 7 straight, you want any hope in the 9th inning, this has got to stay a 3-1 game. And that's up to Devin Williams to make happen. And now, after the infield hit, a walk, and it's 2 on with nobody out.
There are some people for whom good enough is never good enough. They ruffle feathers, push boundaries. They are high performers, and high performers choose Sage, high performance finance software.
Well, now you got trouble. Andy Pages is digging in. He's been hit by a pitch. He leads the big leagues in hits. He's as tough and out as there is in the game right now. 2 on, nobody out here in the 8th. Strike 1.
Dodgers are only 1 for 12 with a walk with a man on base tonight, but that was a home run from Kim that won.
Came back in the second. They lead 3-1, a chance for more. Ball one. That's into right center field, well hit. Over the head of Benj. Hernandez is going to be held at third. They throw behind Pages. Safe and the bases are loaded. Unable to score from second base is Teoscar Hernandez on that ball that got over the head of Carson Benj in right.
Well, nice hitting by Pages as he went the other way. The young right fielder Benj was fooled by this, took a route, and the ball ended up flying over his head. The base runners were trying to tag up, so that's why the Dodgers didn't score a run.
Teo was a little tight to second base. You can be about 20 feet off the base, and if a guy's making a diving catch at right, you can still get back and tag up. He got a little too close over there, and I'm sure he and Dino Ebel down there at third are going over the flag.
Well, the bases are loaded now with nobody out. On the infield hit, the walk, and then that ball that bounced off the wall in right. And here's Dalton Rushing with the infield in. He's had good swings tonight. Here's one in the air to center. Robert back at the wall. Grand slam! Dalton Rushing, and the Dodgers blow it open. Seven to 1 here in the 8th inning. And what a start to the season for young Dalton Rushing.
It's some swing. It's out of center field. It's a chilly night here in LA, and the youngster knew it was gone. He was jogging and watching it.
And how about on this night when for the first time when pitching for the Dodgers, Ohtani, because he was hit by the pitch on Monday, isn't the DH. And instead it's Dalton Rushing, who has doubled and scored and now hit a blow-it-open grand slam.
Well, this ball is up in the strike zone. It was that airbender that didn't bend.
Oh, 0-2 pitch now to Hae-Sung Kim inside. For Rushing, that's his 4th home run in his last 13 at-bats.
He came to the big leagues with a bat. It didn't show up, but it has shown up this year. Last year was a struggle.
A strikeout for the first out here in the 8th. So the rest of the league got to be saying they got another guy. You got Dalton Rushing, who put a charge into it in center field on that pitch that was up.
It's an elevated changeup. He didn't miss it.
Championship teams. Championship
That
teams.
tells you he's right there.
Seem to elevate everyone on the roster.
Kick and hit. After the strikeout, a pitching change for the Mets. Devin Williams out.
Opening day, just like we used to. I love being out here with Sam again, especially at the big game. It's why I wanted more for my symptomatic obstructive HCM. So I asked my cardiologist about Camzyos. With Camzyos, my symptoms have improved, and I can be more active.
It's a difference I can feel and he can see.
Camzyos is proven to reduce obstruction in the heart 4 times more. Camzyos may cause serious side effects, including heart failure that can lead to death, a risk that's increased with serious infection, irregular heartbeat, or with certain other medicines. Do not stop, start, or change medicines or dose without telling your doctor. You must have echocardiograms before and during treatment. Seek help for new or worsening heart failure symptoms. Camzyos is only available through a restricted program. Before taking Camzyos, tell your doctor about all your medical conditions and current or planned pregnancy, as Camzyos may harm your unborn baby. Camzyos, first in its class to treat symptomatic OHCM.
It's great to be back.
Ask your cardiologist about Camzyos.
The key to being rich, it's knowing what counts. Like spending time with family. Our financial advisors help clients find their rich and build financial plans to help them get there. Let's find your rich. Edward Jones.
You can do this. You can be the first millennial to book a trip on their phone.
How?
Kayak. They compare hundreds of sites, so you know you're getting the right flight, hotel, or rental car.
Kayak. Got that right.
Now batting for the Dodgers.
Well, big night for
second base,
the young man who is the backup catcher, but frontline hitter, Dalton Rushing. Grand slam here in the 8th inning, and a strikeout by Devin Williams on Kim. The pitching change, and Austin Warren comes in to deal with Alex Freeland in a 7-1 game. And a strike in at the knees.
Dave Roberts uses the term, I like to keep my players relevant, especially the peripheral parts. And when we were in the meeting with him, right, he said, you know, why is Dalton Rushing in there? Well, I want to get him some at-bats. I got to keep him relevant.
Joe, you made a great point. So they don't DH Ohtani. So the guy DHing has the kind of night like Rushing does.
And Ohtani's in line for the win, and he struck out 10.
We just had a bobblehead for his playoff game where he hit 3 home runs and struck out 10.
You saw that.
I did. I was doing that game.
Wow. Here comes an 0-2 pitch to Alex Freeland, who is 1 for 3 on the night. 2 out in the inning.
The inning was started with Lindor laying back on a ground ball. That's going to be good for your closer and your leader shortstop. As far as the team chemistry, that's something you're going to have to overcome in the locker room.
And it's been, Ron, kind of an uneven start defensively for Francisco Lindor, with kind of some mental lapses on plays in the field, and that was one where that last hop just killed him. He had no chance. Well, it was close, but the hustle of Hernandez turned it into a hit.
It's one of the things that you've never seen in his time in New York. Lindor is one of those guys that is buttoned up. He doesn't make mistakes, but yes, he's made a few here early that have cost his team.
2 out, nobody on. Back to the top of the order, Kyle Tucker, who hit a rocket at 107 miles per hour, but caught out in right his last time up. He's 0 for 4. And his average in his first year as the Dodger is sitting at 227. 1-1 pitch. On its way, and that is ripped into right. Back at the wall. It is gone for a home run. And Benj lost his glove. Another home run, and for Tucker, his second as a Dodger, and this is an 8-1 ball game here in the 8th.
The Dodgers have Velcroed Benj to the right field wall all night long.
They were 1 for 12 with men on base until Pages came up and got the hit, but that didn't score a run. Then they get the grand slam. Then they get a few strikeouts, and then Tucker goes deep.
Brings in Freddie Freeman. So Tucker, his last 2 at bats, hit a couple of ropes. It's 8-1. Freeman after that high pitch. 1 ball, 1 strike, and here's the swing.
Down and in to a left-handed hitter, no bueno. And again, lost glove of Benj over the wall.
Here's a 1-1 pitch to Freddie Freeman. Ball 2.
Well, with all these runs, they put the trumpets away.
To play him on another night. There's a rope into right. Freeman is on base for the 3rd time tonight. Benj is getting his workout in right field, and it's a 2-out double. And the 9th man to bat in the inning is coming up, Will Smith.
Catcher, number 42, Will Smith.
Freddie continues to barrel up baseballs. Everybody in the Dodger lineup has reached base except for Alex Freeland in the 9-hole, but he has hit the ball hard.
Smith fouls it out of play off to the right. The Dodgers 29 home runs coming in. They've hit 4 tonight. And it's the 4th time the Dodgers have hit 4 more home runs in a game. And for Kyle Tucker, his first home run as a Dodger. 0-1 pitch is down. The ball and a strike on Smith. So the offense is churning. The pitching is phenomenal. You do the little things right.
First in defensive run saved of +18. Coming into this game, their run differential was +40.
Come into this season looking for a three-peat. They won it all in 24. They won it all last year with that thrilling series against the Blue Jays. And they lead the NL West at the start of the day by a couple of games over San Diego. 2-1 pitch. A bullet foul.
Only 2 other organizations have won 3 or more. The Yankees organization 3 different times, and of course the A's in the early 70s.
So it has not been done in the National League. Two balls, 2 strikes. Runner at second, 2 out. And that's off the end of the bat. Luis Robert Jr. will stalk it, make the catch, but a 5-run 8th inning, and have they had fun all night. Dalton rushing with a grand slam here in the 8th. Welcoming teammates back to the dugout. Tucker with his first home run in the Dodger whites. Big night for LA.
At Farmers, we know compromises can be compromising.
You installed this?
Yep. Even had a few screws left over.
Is it supposed to sound like that?
Cutting corners can leave you drowning in regret. If it's important, it's not worth compromising. That's why with Farmers, you can get quality and savings. A for effort, though. A minus, maybe. We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
You've got questions? We've got answers. Need a pro you can trust? We have stores of that too. No matter what you need, our professional parts people have the training and expertise to help you do things right. Deep automotive knowledge. Just one part that makes O'Reilly stand apart. The professional parts people.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
I have active psoriatic arthritis, but want to move with more freedom. So I'm ready to jump in with Skyrizi. Along with clearer skin, Skyrizi helps me move with less joint pain, stiffness, swelling, and fatigue. And it's just 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses.
Don't use if allergic. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and TB. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines.
There's nothing like clearer skin and better movement, and that means everything. Ask your doctor about Skyrizi.
Since the dawn of time, man has been plagued by itch and irritation from not wiping clean. What man didn't realize is that wetter cleans better. See how Wet Dude Wipes completely clears while Dry TP smears? Ditch the itch and switch to Wet Extra Large Dude Wipes for the best clean, pants down.
All right, Scott Van Pelt getting set for SportsCenter. A whole lot on the way, including Aaron Judge and Mike Trout continuing to put on a show in the Bronx. A win-or-go-home battle in Los Angeles between Steph and Kawhi. And I get to visit with Joe Buck whether he wants to or not. That's after this game. What a booth. Joe Buck, Ron Darling, Oral Hershiser.
What? What?
Yeah, they didn't tell you.
Who said? No. It'll be good to talk to you, Scotty. Good to hear your voice. It's an 8-1 ball game, 9th inning. This is it for the Mets. They are in danger of dropping their 8th in a row. The numbers aren't good. Dodgers have 12 hits tonight. The Mets have 10 hits in this series. They've just been totally overmatched and overwhelmed by the world champs. 1 ball, 1 strike on Brett Beatty, who's 0 for 3 tonight. New pitcher is a right-hander by the name of Kyle Hurt, and it's been a long road back for a guy who has got great stuff as he makes his way back from Tommy John surgery. Strike 2 on Beatty.
Ben Kasparius was put on the IL, a little shoulder irritation. Kyle Hurt now coming back from Tommy John surgery, and yes, he does have great stuff. And this is an embarrassment of riches when it comes to the arms that the Dodgers could get healthy.
How about a strikeout? After almost exactly 2 years away from the Dodgers, his last appearance 2 years ago tomorrow. And now he comes in after all the work that he's put in and strikes out Brett Beatty to start the ninth.
I always wonder for these young men that are away from the game so long after surgery like that. It was emotional, you know, after you record your first out after 2 years.
I would want that ball.
Yeah. Oh, good call.
This one is outside for ball 1 on Bichette.
Be signing it and giving it to my surgeon or my therapist.
I thought you had a therapist.
Yeah. Physical therapist.
Okay. All right.
Here is a 1-0 pitch outside 2-0.
At least I covered for myself on the cheating word. You covered yourself on therapist. Joe hasn't covered himself at all.
He doesn't need to cover himself.
Well, yeah, I had one tonight, but we covered it. 2-0 pitch is chased. Swing and a miss. Bichette 0 for 3 in tonight's ball game.
22 of 25 outs for the Mets have either been on the ground or strikeouts. It's not a good sign for the offense.
There's one into left field, a base hit. And Bichette has his first knock of the night, on with 1 out here in the ninth. Great night here at Dodger Stadium. That moment that is so cool and so special. Dave Roberts talking to both teams earlier this afternoon out by the Jackie Robinson statue. And the life and the integrity and the fortitude of Jackie Robinson celebrated on this day, not just here at Dodger Stadium, but across baseball and in this country. 79 years ago on this day, breaking baseball's color barrier. 1 on, 1 out for Francisco Alvarez. And that'll put another man on with 1 away. And hopefully everybody's all right.
Yeah, Alvarez has missed a lot of time by getting hit by pitches, especially in the hands. But this is a changeup from Hurt. He's not trying to hit anybody. He's trying to throw strikes. The pitch just got away.
And just off the edge of the left hand.
And it just slips out of his hand a little bit. Also got a piece of Will Smith.
Here is Benj. He gets another plate appearance as he takes a ball upstairs from Kyle Hurt. Hurt at one point back in 2023 was the Branch Rickey minor league pitcher of the year. Came to the big leagues, had a great debut, and then has been dealing with the elbow injury in this fight back, and now the count's 2-0 and a visit from Will Smith.
Just a great move here by Will Smith. He just realizes, strikes out his first batter, does Hurt. Now everything is up, maybe overthrowing a little bit. The rush of adrenaline, I'm sure, has got to be sky high. Just settling down his young right-hander.
To get the ball down in the strike zone, it's like 1 heartbeat after your landing leg lands, not 1 heartbeat before it lands.
Here's a 2-0, and chasing it is Benj, 2-1.
And it is hard to be patient with your delivery when you've waited 2 years to be back out there and the adrenaline is going through your body.
Runners at first and second, 1 out, 2-1 pitch, foul back.
Good visit.
Hurt pitched collegiately at USC, drafted by the Marlins, and now trying to restart his career in the big leagues with the Dodgers. Strikeout started the inning, a hit by pitch. Good sounding board there for the young man. Dalton Rushing talking to Mookie Betts. And that 97-mile-per-hour pitch misses low. It's a full count. Three-two. Struck him out. 2 gone.
Excellent visit by Will Smith, and every pitch since the visit was either waist high or below compared to shoulder high.
And now Marcus Semien is the last hope for the Mets.
Catchers are part-time therapists.
Yes, they are.
Before a crowd of just under 51,000 here at Dodger Stadium. Dodgers are on their way to a 14-4 start. The two-time and defending world champs. Here's a 1-0. And that's going to be challenged by Will Smith.
This is more of a challenge to help out his young pitcher.
Will shrugged his shoulders.
All confirmed, Los Angeles are a challenger.
I know why I was challenging it.
Yeah. Worth a shot.
And the Dodgers now out of challenges. 2 on, 2 out, 2-0 the count. Semien was waiting on that pitch and skies it down the left field line. It is out of play for strike 1.
Off the bat, I thought that was going to be 10 rows deep, but it was trying to sneak back into play.
Well, Semien's trying to get it jump started and was waiting for that 2-0 pitch and just got under it a little quick. 2-1.
I think it's always difficult for the everyday player who's had some tremendous amount of success. As an older player, do you still have the hands, bat speed to get to the 95 plus? It's always something they worry about.
Strike 2. Dodgers tonight on offense scored 8, had 12 hits, 4 home runs. Pitching wise, a run on 4 hits. They've struck out 13. Defense has been good all night. Here comes a 2-2 pitch. That is in the air to shallow center field. It will drop for a base hit. Coming in to score is the lead runner, Bichette. And it's an 8-2 ball game. On a 2-out RBI single by Marcus Semien.
It's not a painful run for the Dodgers, but it is for Kyle Hurt. He would have loved to have a post to 0 after the rehab, and he's thrown the ball predominantly well in the outing, other than hit by pitch and then fallen behind an account. But 2 strikeouts, but the blooper probabilities of baseball sometimes burn you.
MJ Melendez gets another chance. Great debut as a Met tonight with a pair of doubles and a strikeout, has an RBI and takes ball 1. Lead runner now is Alvarez at second. That's a strike, 1-1. Again, the Mets are down to their final strike.
That was a good change up there from Hurt. And conversely for the Mets and Semien, baby steps, you know, the base hit with a runner in scoring position, just gets him going.
Crowd back to their feet, hoping it ends right here. And it does. A strikeout ends the ball game. And the Dodgers win this, complete the sweep, and beat the Mets tonight 8-2.
Jackie Robinson Day, the Dodger organization, of course, very proud of Jackie and what he did for baseball in America on the night when Shohei Ohtani just does one half of his game and pitches very well.
The Dodgers 14-4. And the Mets scored 3 runs in this series, not enough.
Yeah, not enough. It was a joy being with you two. I loved watching you boys pitch back in the day and loved listening to you on TV. And thanks for saying yes. It means a lot to us at ESPN.
Thanks, Joel. It's great being in the booth with you, I'll tell you.
Yeah.
Awesome.
It was a blast.
You're a Hall of Famer, bud.
Well, all right. Thank you. I got nothing to say. 8-2 is the final here tonight as I get stumped on the way out of here. Thanks to everybody for watching. SVP is coming up. There's your final 8-2 Dodgers. They're hot. Mets are not. Good night from LA.
Hi there, welcome to Sports Center from the nation's capital. I'm Scott Van Pelt. NBA's postseason nearly set. The Sixers advance to take on Boston, while Steph and the Warriors refuse to go quietly in the night as Kawhi goes silent in the fourth. Huge comeback there in L.A. Speaking of L.A., Joe Buck joins us from Dodger Stadium on Jackie Robinson Day with Shohei Ohtani on the mound. And Mel Kiper Jr. stops by to give you the player he's willing to stand by no matter what else happens in the NFL draft. Dodgers with the best record in baseball, looking for a sweep over the Mets. It's Jackie Robinson Day. Shohei on the mound. First time not hitting in a game that he started at pitcher since May of 21, and he starts off dealing. These Mets bats have been a bit quiet. On this night, it's Ohtani with the full arsenal on display. Dodgers get out to a lead of 2-0. Top 5, MJ Melendez just called up. And a couple on, and this is trouble. Tucker can't get it. Actually a bit unlucky for the Mets as it's a ground rule double. Only 1 run comes in. 32 2/3 innings without allowing an earned run snap, the longest of his career. But Ohtani settles back in and gives Luis Robert Jr. the gas face. Then the Bugs Bunny curve to Beatty, Bo Bichette. That's filth on display. 10 Ks through 6, just 1 earned. Bottom 6, Teoscar Hernandez leading off the inning. And there's some loud lumber in this Dodger lineup, and it got louder as the game progressed. That makes it 3-1. And then how about Dalton rushing? 4 homers, I believe Joe Buck said, in his last 13 at-bats, including this. Swinging a drive, and it's a grand slam as the Dodgers blow it open in the bottom of the 8th. And they cruise to yet another victory. It feels like all of baseball's 9-8, 9-9. Not the Dodgers. They're 14-4. We welcome in our man, Joe Buck. It's like Monday night on a Wednesday night, and it's a different sport. And I would say it's like riding a bike,
Yes.
but that would be awfully disrespectful to the skill set on display. But when you sit down in a familiar setting, Joe, and you slide on the headphones, how quickly does it all come back? The joy of calling baseball.
Yeah, it takes a little bit. Obviously, in a night when we honor one of the greatest people to ever walk the planet, and everybody's wearing number 42. That was another layer of, hoping that I would get the right identification going. But it was fun. These guys to my right who have left, Ron Darling and Oral Hershiser, were fantastic. I knew they would be. They asked me, who do you want to work with? Those were the 2 guys I picked for this very reason, and I just kind of leaned on them, and we had fun. But it was good to be back in a baseball booth, and I'm glad I did it.
It's obvious who the guy wearing 42 on the mound is, and Shohei Ohtani, a guy you called an all-star game when he was with Anaheim. Joe, I believe Stanford Steve was giving me the rundown on that. But to get the full Shohei experience with this Dodger team that is an absolute wagon, Joe, what do you do? How would you describe all that?
It's unlike anything I've seen, and I've covered this game a long time. I don't know who you would compare this team to right now. They're so far and away the best team in the game. They do everything right. Their manager is outstanding and extremely underrated. He does a terrific job getting this team ready to play. I mean, Ohtani is just lights out on the mound. The guy's a 4-time MVP for what he does with his bat. Nobody's ever done that in the history of this game. They can beat you a lot of different ways. They're good in their bullpen. They play good defense. It just goes on and on and on. It's just a question of who can hang with them, and then when the postseason starts, because the Dodgers will be in the postseason, can anybody beat them in a series? And right now, the way they're playing, the answer would probably be no.
You've been fairly insistent, Joe, that this chapter of your professional life's mostly in the rearview mirror. But I wonder, as you sit there and you reacquaint yourself with this, you sure? I think I'm just rooting to hear you call more baseball, I guess is what I'm saying.
I honestly, I appreciate the question. I just don't think anybody really cares. I think when people watch these games, it's about the game. I don't think it's about the announcer. I mean, that was my dad's old joke. He used to say, one day I'm gonna die in the booth, and two guys are gonna be walking in downtown St. Louis, and one guy's gonna turn to the other guy and go, "Hey, did you hear Jack Buck died in the booth last night?" And the other guy will go, "Huh, that's too bad. Cardinals win." I mean, that's what it's about. It's about the game, and it's about the players, and it's about the score. So I had an unbelievable fun run with Tim McCarver and John Smoltz and Harold Reynolds and Verducci, and I mean, I had a blast. But doing these one-offs is fun. Yeah. It's a challenge to get back in it, but I don't know. I think that that ship has sailed.
Listen, I get it, and you're right. I just think you're good at it, and it was fun to listen tonight, Joe. And on a night that the game honors Jackie, it was cool to have you there with Ron and Oral. Fantastic job. Good to visit. I hope I talk.